night and lost 53-42. Hastings jumped out to an early 5-0 lead in the first quarter, but Gering came back to tie it at 5. But from then, Hastings outscored Gering in the first quarter down the stretch 9-2 to lead 15-7.
Your headquarters for banners, business cards, uniforms, T-shirts, jackets, and
Jeff,
all your
there?
sports.
Yeah, I'm here.
All of us at Scottsboro Screen Printing are very proud to be a part of this valley for over 20 years, and we stand behind all of our
stuff from the
if
station.
you can dream it up, Scottsboro Screen Printing can make it happen.
I don't
when
know.
you need to customize anything for your team, business, or just yourself, Scottsboro Screen Printing is the answer. For embroidery, screen printing, or anything else you can dream of, Scottsboro Screen Printing at 1813 Broadway, downtown Scottsboro.
First State Bank has been overwhelmed with the outpouring of love through the giving of gifts, toys, food, goods, and cash donations for our Gift of Love program.
Make sure there's
because there are so many schools, organizations, businesses, churches, families, and individuals who have contributed. It is impossible to thank each one individually.
Up above
Please accept this thank you and know that many in the Panhandle are feeling your spirit of love and sharing. On behalf of our board members, officers, and staff, thank you for trusting us for over 80 years, and we wish you a blessed holiday season.
At TC & More in Scotts Bluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TC & More has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys. And we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TC & More on Facebook. TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scotts Bluff.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
Ashley Home Store, 1310 West 27th Street, Scottsbluff. This is home. 93.3 KMOR.
And let's try this one more time here from Gering High School this afternoon. Columbus and Gering, a girl-boy doubleheader here this afternoon. We'll start off with the girls, and then we will go to the boys. Third game in 3 days for the Gering boys and girls teams. Thursday night it was Mitchell, last night Hastings, and now this afternoon Columbus. As we said, Gering comes in with a record of 2-3. They lost to Hastings last night, 53-42. And we ran down a little bit of that game for you into the second quarter. Hastings opened up a 20-13 lead. Gering came back to get it within 3 at 23-20, but then Hastings went on a 9-0 run to end the first half, and Hastings led 32-21 at the half. In the third quarter, though, Gering got as close as 1, but Hastings once again expanded the lead to 40-35 after the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, Hastings started it out with an 11-0 run to end the game to get the win, 53-42. Gering's Chloe Fries hit a layup at the buzzer, and Chloe Fries led all Gering scores with 16 points. Kiara Aguayo with 13 points, and Taylor Philbrick had 8 points. Well, the Columbus Discoverers, their head coach Dave Licari, and they come in with a record of 1-3. They started 0-3 or 0-2 on the season, or 0-3 on the season, I should say. They lost to Beatrice, South Sioux City, and York, and they got their first win of the season last night in Alliance as they beat Alliance 52-43. So it's Gering and Columbus here to wrap up this 3-day marathon here at Gering High School. And I caught up with head coach Steve Land, and we'll have those comments next as the High Plains Spa and Recreation pregame show continues after this on 93.3 KMOR and on KMORFM.com.
Did the extreme weather this summer do damage to your home? Call Roofing Plus today. Let Luke Shaneman and his team get your home back and family back to normal. Licensed and insured, call Roofing Plus today and Luke will get you scheduled for your free and easy inspection and see if you qualify for a new roof, siding, or gutters. The Roofing Plus team can be there in days, not months. Call Roofing Plus today, 308-440-6387. Did the extreme weather this summer do damage to your home? Call Roofing Plus today. Let Luke Shaneman and his team get your home back and family back to normal. Licensed and insured, call Roofing Plus today and Luke will get you scheduled for your free and easy inspection and see if you qualify for a new roof, siding, or gutters. The Roofing Plus team can be there in days, not months. Call Roofing Plus today, 308-440-6387.
Game Talk with Coach Land, brought to you by The Zone at Scottsville Screen Printing. Shane Wilson and his staff do a great job, and see them for all your sports needs. Tough loss last night. It was a team from the East that kind of plays a different style of ball. How do you think your girls matched up with that last night?
You know, I think we struggled. We panicked a little bit in the first half. I think we weren't accustomed to how, rough, how tough they were defensively. They overplayed the wings. Once we figured out we can back cut, get the ball in the high post, I think we scored a couple layups in the backside. And then we were just way too nervous as a young team. I think we blew about 4 or 5 layups. Had we hit them and taken a lead, I think we could have settled down a little bit. We created quite a bit of turnovers. I think looking at the stats this morning, it was even with that. But the good old nemesis that we're going to run into all year is that we don't rebound the ball well enough, and they out-rebounded us 24-7 on the offensive end. So you give 24 offensive rebounds up to another team, 17 more than we had, then we're going to be in trouble offensively. And we're just not rebounding the ball. We're working on it. We're doing drills, but when you're out heighted in the 3 positions by 6-7 inches, it's tough to rebound. And I don't fault our girls because the effort's there. We had a miraculous turnaround at the end of the third quarter and cut it, I think, to 2. And I thought things could have went better for us, but I felt like we ran out of gas. We had a couple girls with sprained ankles, and our bench got down to about 7 players that was capable of playing last night, and that's about what we're going to have today. So, we got a Class A ball club in Columbus coming in. It's going to be a very physical game. They're going to pack in a zone for the most part and dare you to beat you outside, and we aren't shooting the ball very well outside. So, if that doesn't change, it could be a long day today.
So you talked about the injuries, a lot of injuries on this team to start this season. Have you ever seen anything like this to start a season off?
Well, my first year we were 1-17, and we had our best player go down with an ACL tear, a couple injuries. So it attributed to my first year here, and that's been a long time ago, back in the 90s. But I haven't. Hopefully, it will help us put in the struggles and play the girls that can get more experience. So, when everybody else gets back and gets healthy, that we'll be a lot better ball club in January.
Turnovers seemed to be a big problem last night. Is that kind of a combination of a good Hastings team and a young team on your end?
That was both, yeah. I would attribute both inexperience on our part, and we just got to continue to get better at that. I think we made some bad decisions. A couple times when they decided to press us, we used a 2-hand chest pass when we should have had a baseball pass, and them were just fundamental things that kids have got to understand. And it wasn't a lack of effort defensively because I think we had 1 more turnover than they did. So as long as you can play, somewhat equal with your opponent in turnovers, I think the game can even out. But I like our goal is to have 15 or less turnovers a game. That's just going to happen at the girls' game. But I think we had 25, 26 turnovers last night.
So going into this game against Columbus, as you said, a Class A team, do you expect to kind of see the same type of ball that Hastings played last night?
Actually, it's a different brand. They'll pack in that 2-3 zone, and they rebound the ball well. So you're really going to get one shot at the basket more than anything. So we have to shoot a high percentage and try to get out and get a few things in the turnover margin. But most Class A teams don't turn the ball over that much. So, we've got to be able to shoot the ball from the perimeter. That's going to be the difference in the game. If we don't do that, it's going to be a struggle for us offensively.
All right, let's get a key to the game, and the key to the game brought to you by Team Chevrolet.
I think the biggest thing is, that we've got to challenge them on the boards. We got to get out and get some fast break points. We got to manufacture some offense with some traps and maybe some spot time full court press here and there, and see if we have enough gas in the tank to finish.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
We'll be back with the starting lineups as the pregame show continues on 93.3 KMOR and on KMORFM.com.
Hey, Grandma, thanks for for all the gifts.
Oh, I'm so glad you like them. Really sorry I couldn't make it.
Yeah, we are too.
Set timer for 15 minutes.
Mom, Dad, say hi to Grandma.
Hey,
Hi. Oh, miss you guys.
We're making your famous mashed potatoes.
Set the crock pot on high.
Wow, technology sure has changed.
Everyone, say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
When a strong, reliable network really counts, let our Allo family worry about the technology that keeps you connected.
The Mighty 3 has been known to move mountains, has been seen giving wild brush and tall grass the what for, and is not afraid to level a gravel driveway and finish a surface. The cab with heat and AC is not faint of heart either. You don't have an off-season. Neither do we.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
KMOR.
And welcome back to Gering High School as we get set for the start of this game between Gering and Columbus. And it's time to look at the starting lineups, and the lineups are brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. For the Discoverers, with a record of 1-3, they will start this way. It'll be Taylor Braun, 5'7", and a sophomore. Grace Luby, 5'5", and a senior. Addison Kudron, a sophomore. Jaylee Adams-Tulls, 5'11", and a junior. And Logan Caples, 5'7", and a sophomore. For Gering, they will start this way. Macy Boggs, 5'8", and a junior. Kiara Guayo, 5'3", and a junior. Chloe Fries, 5'7", and a junior. Taylor Philbrick, 5'9", and a senior. And Kelsey Bonsack, 5'7", and a senior. There's your starting lineups. So we'll come back with the opening tip. You're listening to high school basketball on 93.3 KMOR and on KMORFM.com and also on KNEB.TV.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. At TC & More in Scottsbluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TC & More has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys, and we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TC & More on Facebook. TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
Drive, Scottsbluff.
93.3 KMOR.
And welcome back to Gering High School as we get set for this girls game to start this afternoon basketball off here on KMOR between Columbus at 1-3 and Gering at 2-3 here this afternoon from Gering High School. Gave you the starting lineups, and Gering, of course, will be the home team this afternoon. They are dressed in the home white uniforms with the blue letters and numbers trimmed in gold, and Columbus in the maroon uniforms with black letters and numbers trimmed in white. Gering looking to get back on the winning track. A tough loss last night at the hands of Hastings, a game that Gering got into at least got within one, and now here's our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets and glare, the monsters singing in air, gave proof through the night
our national anthem here this afternoon from Gering High School. But as I was saying, Gering with a tough loss last night, they were able to cut the Hastings lead to 1 point at one point in the third quarter, but the fourth quarter kind of their downfall last night. But as we said, as you heard in the pregame comments from head coach Steve Land, playing with 7 players here tonight. Of course, Maddie Seiler, one of those freshmen, went out of the lineup back in the first game of the season, back in the Western Conference tournament with 12 seconds left in the game. And she is not expected back till maybe after the Christmas holiday. So Gering going with 7 players. As Macy Boggs being introduced, followed up by Kiera Aguayo. And it'll be Chloe Fries, Taylor Philbrick, and rounding out the top 5, or the starting 5 for Gering will be Kelsey Bonsack. And head coach Steve Land looking to get back on the winning track, and of course a Class A opponent here this afternoon. And these teams, the team that they played last night in Hastings and Columbus, both in the GNAC, so they may see these teams again right after the first of the year, as the GNAC tournament will be held in Columbus January 3rd, or January 2nd, I should say, through the 4th. As Columbus getting final instructions from head coach Dave Licari, and it will be Jaylee Adams-Tulls to jump it up against Chloe Fries, as we have 8 minutes on the clock, and we are ready to go here from Gering High School on a snowy Saturday afternoon here in Gering. And the opening tap controlled by Columbus, as Cudron has it. They work it around to the left side. Now out on top. Pass to the right side. Luby with it. Work it from left to right. Cudron with it, and a 3 ball on the way, and that one from Grace Luby. And 3-0. Columbus with an early lead. Gering with their first offensive possession as they work from right to left. Macy Boggs, one dribble, gives it up to Fries down the corner baseline. Bonsack jumper off the front iron. Aguayo runs down the rebound for Gering. Gering will reset the offense. Fries, top of the key, bounce on the right side to Boggs. Boggs gets it right back from Bonsack. They continue to work it against a 2-3 Columbus zone, as cutting to the basket is Fries, and the ball knocked out of her hands. And the foul on Logan Caples for first team foul on her on the inbounds. Boggs to the basket, shot blocked. Comes down into the hands of Cudron. As Luby has the ball stolen away by Aguayo. Aguayo gives it up to Chloe Fries. Here's Philbrick inside the arc, left side, misses the mark. Boggs, rebound, put back, doesn't go. But Macy will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. As the foul was on Taylor Braun, she'll pick up her first. And Boggs at the free throw line. Try and get Gering into the scoring column. First one off, no good. Macy was 3 points last night, 7 points in the win over Mitchell on Thursday night. Second one on the way. That one's off, no good. Rebound comes down to Columbus. Quickly up the court comes Cudron. Pass stolen away by Fries. Fries on the run out to the basket, comes up short. Rebound tipped around. Columbus comes up with it. Braun with it. And Braun called for over and back. And a turnover for Columbus. Gives it back to Gering, trailing 3-0 with 6:20 left here in the first quarter. The inbounds triggered in. Boggs with it, bounce on the right side to Aguayo. Back top of the key, Chloe Fries. She'll give it back to Aguayo for a 3 ball to tie it. Off the glass, long rebound. Chloe Fries comes down with it. Taylor Philbrick with it, bounce to the right side. Aguayo driving the runner with the right hand, comes off just a little bit too strong. Cap Tulls comes down with it, gives it ahead to Taylor Braun for Columbus. She's got it on the dribble left side. Cross-court pass to Capel, drives and kicks out. Quickly to Braun on the left side. Gives it up to Luby. Luby drives, goes up and under with the right hand, misses the mark, and Bonsack comes down with the rebound. 3-0. Gering trails it. 5.5 minutes left first half. Bonsack driving, can't score it. And Columbus comes down with another rebound. Luby into the front court. Gives it up to Braun. Kiara Aguayo gets a hand in there. Braun has to run it down. Cudron. Pass in the right corner to Luby. Bounce inside. Double teamed. He'll try to kick it back out. As Adam Tulls kicks it back out, but it goes out of bounds. And that brings Azumda Izaguirre into the Columbus lineup. Gering with the ball across the 10-second line goes Macy Boggs. She's got it on the dribble, takes it right side, 15-foot jumper off the mark, no good. Capels pulls down the rebound. Gives it up to Luby. Luby to the free throw line. Back to Cudron, who drives. Shot doesn't go, but she is fouled and she'll go to the free throw line. And the foul was on Taylor Philbrick. She picks up her first. Well, our opening tip was brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scotts Bluff. Love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Cudron hits the first one. Makes it 4-0. Columbus. Elena Batenhorst checks into the Columbus lineup. Second one on the way. That one in and out. No good. Rebound run down by Izaguirre. And Columbus controls it. It's a pass down in the corner. Now they try to go down low, and they find Cudron. And Cudron puts it up and in. And she's got 3. And it's a 6-0 Columbus lead here with 4:17 left in the first half. Down low. Todd looks down low. Gering can't score the basket, and quickly Columbus the other way. Luby bounce inside. Now a kick out. 3 ball on the way from Batenhorst, doesn't go. And a foul down low. And the foul was on Izaguirre. That'll be her first. Emily Harrison and Nikki Todd come into the Gering lineup. Gering only playing with 7 healthy players here this afternoon. Macy Boggs right side, outside high post, 15-foot jumper. Harrison misses, rebound, put back by Freeze, doesn't go. Izaguirre comes down with the rebound for Columbus, and they'll come the other way. Luby on the dribble, cross-court pass. They work it around the outside of the arc. Batenhorst down low, Izaguirre. Kick out, Cudron. Shot misses the mark. Izaguirre, rebound, put back. Rebound tipped around. Luby has it. Back to Cudron. High post. Izaguirre turnaround from the free throw line. Doesn't go. Rebound put back by Batenhorst. Up and in. 8-0. Columbus has jumped out to an 8-0 lead. And a 30-second timeout taken by head coach Steve Lance. So we will keep it right here. Well, for more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, we'll go far. Doubleheader here today on 93.3 KMOR. We will follow this one up with the boys game between these two teams. And, of course, three-day marathon here for Gering. Luckily, all of them have been at home, as Mitchell was here Thursday night, and that was followed up by Hastings last night, and now Columbus this afternoon. Out of the timeout. Gering with the ball. Sydney Winkler into the lineup. She's got it top of the key on the dribble right side. Top of the key, Kiara Aguayo takes it in. Now dish out back to Winkler. Aguayo, 3-ball right side, comes up short. Rebound run down by Luby. Gets it ahead. Pass outside to Batenhorst. Mid-range jumper misses the mark. Harrison comes down with the rebound for Gering. Outlet to Aguayo. They work it to the left side, inside to Harrison, down low. Todd cutting to the basket, and her shot off the mark. And 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Gering girls looking for their first points in this game. Luby into the front court, bounce to Batenhorst on the right side. Out on top, back to Duransky, who's checked into the lineup as the 3-ball by Batenhorst misses the mark. Gering quickly the other way. Freeze to the basket left side, off the glass, too strong. And the rebound tipped around. It'll remain at the Gering end as they work from right to left. Adam Tulls and Taylor Braun back into the Columbus lineup along with Lauren Kappels. And Gering will inbound baseline left underneath their own basket. Chloe Freeze to trigger it in, looking, she'll lob it. She'll find Winkler quickly to Emily Harrison. Mid-range jumper off the mark, no good. Columbus quickly the other way. Here's Taylor Braun up the right side. Columbus on top, 8-0. Outlet to Kappels, they go inside. Now a kick out. 3-ball on the way, misses the mark by Braun, safe from going out of bounds. Loose ball picked up by Gering's Nikki Todd. And with 1:42 left, Gering still looking for their first points. Freeze drives, the runner with the right hand off the mark, and the rebound tipped around. They will keep it at the Gering end with 1:34 left here in the first quarter. And Briley Dean, who has been absent in the lineup, checks in for the first time in these past 3 games. She gets it quickly in to Nikki Todd. She can't convert. And the rebound comes down. Outlet pass stolen away by Winkler, and Winkler fouled on her drive to the basket. And that'll send her to the free throw line with 1:26 left here in the first quarter, as the foul was on Batenhorst. That'll be the first on her, 4th team on Hastings, as Sydney Winkler steps to the line. Trying to get Gering into the scoring column, and she does. 1:26 left in the first quarter. Almost a 7-minute drought for Gering to start this game off. Sydney's second opportunity off the front iron, and Nikki Todd battling for the rebound. She was the last one to touch it, and it'll be Columbus ball, and now Gering sets up full court pressure. Dean will guard the person bringing the ball in. They get it into Braun along the far sideline. As Columbus goes left to right. Ball tipped away into the hands of Batenhorst. Kick out, now cross-court pass. Braun with it on the left wing. One dribble to Batenhorst. Work it down on the corner to Kappels. They try to go inside. Pass knocked around. Loose ball picked up by Taylor Braun. And she puts it up and in. Make it 10-1. A minute left, first quarter. Todd on the left side. Kick out, Briley Dean. Here's Winkler, ball fake, and then she'll get called for traveling. And another turnover for Gering. Gives it back to Columbus as Addison Cudron checks into the Discoverers lineup. Columbus in the maroon uniforms here this afternoon. Braun into the front court to Kappels. Down in the corner, back to Braun. They work it around the outside of the arc. Gering in the 2-3 zone. Driving to the basket, putting up a shot as Cudron doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Columbus as they try to go inside to Adams Tulls as she's knocked to the floor. And a foul called with 33 seconds left. And the foul is on Emily Harrison. That'll be her first. And Columbus will inbound. Toss out on top to Cudron. They work it top of the key to Duransky. Skip pass against the Gering zone. Duransky to Braun from the free throw line extended, misses the mark. Winkler comes down with, Freeze comes down with the rebound, tries to get it ahead to Harrison. Pass stolen away by Kappels, and she steps on the sideline, and the turnover gives the ball back to Gering with 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Inbounds. Winkler with it, 8 seconds left, 7 seconds left. Winkler from the free throw line extended, back iron, too strong. Rebound tipped around, and it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Columbus ball with 7/10 of a second left here in the first quarter, 10-1. Columbus on top, and that's the way the first quarter ends. At the end of the first quarter, Columbus 10, Gering 1 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do. At Renewal by Anderson, we are a local family business. Everyone from our office and project management teams to the best installers anywhere works with our owner, Andy Stelflew, to give our clients a red carpet experience every day. We're proud to carry the best windows and patio doors for sure, but most of all, we're proud to help our clients improve their lives at home with a great investment. Contact us today. We'd be proud to earn your business. Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do.
Hey, Grandma, thanks for all the gifts.
Oh, I'm so glad you like them. Really sorry I couldn't make it.
Yeah, we are too.
Set timer for 15 minutes.
Mom, Dad, say hi to Grandma.
Hey,
Hi.
Oh, miss you guys.
We're making your famous mashed potatoes.
Set the crock pot on high.
Wow, technology sure has changed.
Everyone, say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
When a strong, reliable network really counts, let our Allo family worry about the technology that keeps you connected.
93.3 KMOR.
Jeff Kelly back here at Gering High School, coming to you from the Logos broadcast booth. Stop into Logos and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There's no job too big or too small for Logos in downtown Gering. 10-1 as we start the second quarter. Columbus on top, and Gering has the ball to start this second 8 minutes. Chloe Freeze goes left side to Boggs. Macy will put it on the floor, avoid the defenders, and give it off inside. Ball kicked away as Philbrick lost the handle. Loose ball as Luby comes down the court for the Discoverers. Left side pass to Kappels. Her shot too strong. Rebound tipped out. That'll be run down by Cudron. And Columbus with the ball. Luby, left side pass to Kappels as they work it around the outside of the arc. And a three ball is up and good by Cudron. She's got 6. 13-1. Columbus on top. Columbus, a Class A school. Freeze. Pass knocked around, almost intercepted. Philbrick picks it up and puts it up and in. Taylor Philbrick, look what I found as she throws that one up off the rebound, and Gering trailing by 10. Driving is Cudron, but traveling as she got the feet going just a little bit before she put the ball on the floor. And it'll be Gering ball as Izaguirre back into the Columbus lineup along with Rebecca Hazlitt. And Gering will have it, trying to cut into this 10-point lead with 6:45 left in the first half. Macy Boggs out front, right side bounce pass. She finds Aguayo, and Aguayo has it, a wide open three, high off the back iron. It won't fall through. Battle for the rebound, and Cudron comes down with it. She'll bring it across for Columbus. Bounce high post, Izaguirre from 10 feet away, and Izaguirre knocks it down. Her first points of the contest, 15-3 Columbus. Macy Boggs to the free throw line, tipped away. Aguayo picks it up. The runner with the right hand misses the mark. And Columbus comes down with the rebound again. Cudron gets it ahead to Luby. Luby has it on the right ring, down in the corner to Braun. Left side pass. They continue to work it from left to right to Hazlitt. Back to Luby to the free throw line. She's cut off there. And traveling, called on the pass to Cudron. She travels with it. Another Columbus turnover, and is Aguirre slow getting up off the floor. And now she will talk to the official as the Columbus trainer will come out and take a look at her. And Adams-Tulls checks in. Jaylee Adams-Tulls checks into the Columbus lineup. Macy Boggs with the top of the key. Skip pass inside. Bonsack in the paint. Kick out back to Boggs. Drives right side. Cut off to Bonsack. 15-footer misses the mark. Rebound comes down. And a held ball. And they are going to call a foul on Macy Boggs. And not a held ball situation. So the first on Macy. 5:25 left in the first half. 15-3, Columbus leading it. Braun in the backcourt. She'll bring it front court, give it up to Luby. Luby on the dribble left side, back to Braun. Braun, kick out, three ball on the way for Cudron. Off the mark, rebound comes down. Freeze gets it ahead to Taylor Philbrick. Philbrick to Boggs, right side, back out on top to Aguayo to Freeze for a three ball. Or check that, a two. It's a two for Chloe Freeze for two. And the lead now 10 for Columbus. Braun drives, gives it off to Cudron. Her shot doesn't go. The rebound put back up and good by Addison Cudron. Give her 8 points in the game. And that makes it 17-5 with 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. Kiera Aguayo on the right wing. Skip pass, Macy Boggs from right to left. Now they'll go on back onto the right side for a three ball, and Kiera Aguayo gets into the scorebook as she hits the three. 17-8. Gering's cut it to 9. 4:10 left in the first half. Ball almost stolen away as Luby runs it down in the backcourt. Finds Hazlitt. Back to Luby, three ball around the rim and out, doesn't go. Freeze down with the rebound. Aguayo on the outlet, had her back turn, had to make a quick spin to pick up that one. Now she has it on the right wing for another three ball, in and out. There's rebound comes down to Bonsack, kick out to Boggs, and a three ball. Macy Boggs, back-to-back threes for Gering. 17-11, 3:34 left here in the first quarter. Columbus leading by 6. Grace Luby on the dribble, high post. They go to Braun, but we'll have a foul as Kelsey Bonsack tried to get a hand in there. And the foul was on Kelsey Bonsack. She will pick up her first personal. And substitutions on the Columbus side. Duransky and Badenhorst back into the Discoverer lineup. As the Columbus on the inbounds pass works it quickly around and gets it inside to Elena Badenhorst, and she puts it up and in. 19-11, an 8-point Columbus lead. Aguayo works it to Boggs on the left side. Macy into the paint, back out to Aguayo. Three ball from the right wing. Back-to-back threes by Kiera Aguayo to make it 19-14, and a timeout on the floor taken by Columbus head coach Dave Licari. And once again, we'll keep it right here on the 30-second timeout. Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit offers regularly scheduled accessible bus service serving communities in the Panhandle Monday through Friday. Reservations are required. Visit panhandletrails.com or call 761-TRIP. That's 761-8747. Coming to you this afternoon on 93.3 KMOR and also on KNEB.TV on Allo Channel 15 and Mobius Channel 1500. TJ and Ani on site here this afternoon, bringing this game to you on the television side, and Sarah back at the KNEB studios running everything from that end for us this afternoon. Out of the timeout, Columbus with the ball, and it looked like it could have been a carry on Luby. No call comes. Pass intercepted for Batenhorst. The outlet to Kiera Aguayo. And Aguayo, the last 8 points for Gering. And Gering has cut what was a 10-point lead down to 3 with 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. Luby to Batenhorst on the right side. Bounce pass inside as Philbrick gets in there to keep that one from getting to its intended location. But the ball will remain with Columbus as they move left to right. Is Aguirre back into the Columbus lineup along with Capples, and they bounce it inside, and the ball stripped away as Capples right there. She gets it back, and she'll lay it up and in. 21-16. Quickly the other way, Gering frees. Driving, and the shot blocked. It'll remain with Gering. Gering moving right to left. Triggered in by Aguayo quickly to Philbrick. 3-ball, and Philbrick gets into the act, and she's got a 3. 21-19. It's a 2-point ball game from Gering High School. With 1:58 left, they go inside to Is Aguirre, and traveling the call on Capples as she took the errant pass that was tipped in the air, took a couple of extra steps. And so Gering, who has battled back from being down 10 points in this second quarter, a chance here to tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3. High post, Philbrick has it knocked into the hands of Aguayo. Here's Chloe Freeze with it, back to Aguayo, her 3 partially blocked, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 3 free throws. As the foul was on Addison Hewley, and Kiera Aguayo, who has single-handedly brought this Gering team back, misses the first one. She'll get 2 more, 5th team foul on Columbus. First on Hewley. And Kiera, all of her 9 points have come here in this second quarter. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. And your score, Columbus 21, Gering 20 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do. At Renewal by Anderson, we are a local family business. Everyone from our office and project management teams to the best installers anywhere works with our owner, Andy Stelflew, to give our clients a red carpet experience every day. We're proud to carry the best windows and patio doors for sure, but most of all, we're proud to help our clients improve their lives at home with a great investment. Contact us today. We'd be proud to earn your business. Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do.
Kiera Aguayo at the free throw line, makes the next one. She hit 2 out of 3, and we are tied at 21 with 1:36 left here in the first half. Gering had been down 10. Columbus breaks Gering pressure. Ball stolen away by Chloe Freeze. Freeze on the run out to the basket. Shot doesn't go, and battling for the rebound is Aguayo, and she flies out of bounds. And Columbus will have the ball, and once again, Gering setting up full court pressure. They get it into the front court. They get it ahead to Capples. And a 3-ball on the way, and up and good by Hewley. And the Discoverers back on top by 3 with 1:03 left here in the first half. Aguayo with it. Top of the key to Freeze, high post. Here's Philbrick with it, down low. They get it inside to Bonsack, and she takes one to the face by Is Aguirre. Gering continues to work inside to Freeze, and Chloe driving and scoring. Chloe Freeze with 4 points in the game. And we're back to a 1-point contest, 37 seconds left. Columbus with the ball. Kudrow gives it off to Luby. Ball knocked away. Gering has it. 29 seconds left. Philbrick ahead. Chloe Freeze. And an errant pass picked up by Philbrick. She'll try to get it baseline to Macy Boggs. Columbus got a hand on that. It'll remain at the Gering end. Gering works from right to left here in this first half with 19 seconds left. Emily Harrison back into the Gering lineup. Kelsey Bonsack will take a seat on the bench as Aguayo to trigger the inbound baseline left. Tries to get into Harrison, and then a whistle and a foul as she's knocked to the floor by Izaguirre. And that will be her second personal. Sixth team on Columbus. And Izaguirre will come out. Jaylee Adams-Tulls checks in. 17 seconds left. Inbounds quickly, work at top of the key to Boggs. Left side, Aguayo, the runner, in! For Kiera Aguayo, 12 points in this second quarter. 4 seconds left. 3 ball on the way, off the mark by Columbus. Rebound tipped around and into the hands of Philbrick, and that will end the first half. But Gering, who was down by 10 points at one point in the second quarter, has come all the way back, and at halftime they lead it 25-24. Gering over Columbus at halftime on the West Coast scoreboard.
Christmas is in the air at Compliments for you and your home. Come in today to see all the Christmas decor you'll need to help brighten up your house, from tree decorations to carolers and Santas. We also have beautiful and original ladies' fashions for the holiday season, which appeal to women of all ages and sizes. And for the cold nights, bundle up in some coffee shop clothing. Compliments for you and your home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff. Christmas is in the air at Compliments for you and your home. Come in today to see all the Christmas decor you'll need to help brighten up your house, from tree decorations to carolers and Santas. We also have beautiful and original ladies' fashions for the holiday season, which appeal to women of all ages and sizes. And for the cold nights, bundle up in some coffee shop clothing. Compliments for you and your home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Deals going on in the store, like buy 5, get 1 free on ready-to-drink products and protein bars. Make this fall season your best season yet with GNC. We are open daily and are located inside the Monument Mall, 2302 Frontage Road in Scottsbluff.
93.3 KMOR.
And welcome back to Gering High School. We're at halftime, and Gering, after being down 8-0 in the first quarter. They did not score their first points in the first quarter until 1:26 left, and they trailed at the end of the first quarter 10-1. They outscored Columbus in the second quarter 24-14, and Gering was down by 10 points at one point in that second quarter, 15-5. They come back and tie the game at 21 with 1:36 left. And then late in the second half, with less than 10 seconds left, Gering takes their first lead of the game at 25-24. And as we said, Gering outscoring Columbus in the second quarter, 24-14. Probably the best second quarter that the Gering girls have had this season. So here at halftime, Gering leads it 25-24. We will come back. Look at the individual scoring from Gering High School as the first half in the girls' game is in the books. And Gering leads Columbus by 1, 25-24 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do. At Renewal by Anderson, we are a local family business. Everyone from our office and project management teams to the best installers anywhere works with our owner, Andy Stelflew, to give our clients a red carpet experience every day. We're proud to carry the best windows and patio doors for sure, but most of all, we're proud to help our clients improve their lives at home with a great investment. Contact us today. We'd be proud to earn your business. Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do. Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do. At Renewal by Anderson, we are a local family business. Everyone from our office and project management teams to the best installers anywhere works with our owner, Andy Stelflew, to give our clients a red carpet experience every day. We're proud to carry the best windows and patio doors for sure, but most of all, we're proud to help our clients improve their lives at home with a great investment. Contact us today. We'd be proud to earn your business. Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do.
Back to Gering High School. We're at halftime, and Gering leading it by 25-24. Gering was down by 10 points in the second quarter, and they come all the way back to tie the game at 21, and then go on to take a 1-point lead, 25-24 here at halftime. Gering outscoring Columbus 24-14 in the second quarter. 12 of those points in the second quarter came from Kiera Aguayo. And we'll look at those numbers as our numbers are brought to you by Arby's, the meat crafters throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. On the Columbus side of the ledger, Addison Cudron with 8 points in the first half. 4 points for Elena Batenhorst. At halftime, Gracie Luby has 3. And 2 points each in the first half for Taylor Braun, Logan Kappels, and Azamunda Izaguirre for Columbus. As Columbus trailing by 1, 25-24 here at halftime. Told you about Kiera Aguayo, her 12 points here at halftime. All of those came in the second quarter. Taylor Philbrick with 5 points at halftime. 4 points for Chloe Fries, 3 points at halftime for Macy Boggs, and Sydney Winkler with a free throw in the first quarter. That got Gering on the board after they had fallen behind 10-0 in the first quarter. The free throw by Sydney Winkler gave Gering their first and only point in the first quarter as they trailed 10-1 at the end of the first quarter. But just outstanding performance in the second quarter as Gering comes all the way back to tie it and take a 1-point lead here at halftime as they outscore Columbus in the second 8 minutes, 24-14. We'll come back with more here on the halftime show, but your score at halftime, Gering 25, Columbus 24 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
KMOR.
Jeff Kelly back with you here at Gering High School at halftime of the girls' game. And we've definitely given you the background on this one as Gering comes back from down 10 points in the second quarter and now lead it at halftime 25-24, and 12 second quarter points, I should say, by Kiera Aguayo is the difference there. Well, be sure to download the Elite Physical Therapy Sports app. It's the go-to sports app with the latest news and live scores. Plus, you can watch KNEB.TV and listen to KNEB Sports right in the app. Download the Sports app in the Apple or Google Play Store, or go to kneb.com under the Sports tab, where you can also check out the Elite Physical Therapy live score stream. Stay with us. We will have the boys game between these two teams immediately following this one, as Gering, the boys, coming in with a 1-4 mark, and Columbus comes in at 1-3. As Gering with a loss last night at the hands of Hastings, 74-35 was the final score there. Second time this season that the Gering boys have given up in excess of 70 points. They lost to Mitchell in the 5th place game of the Western Conference Tournament a week ago, 77-33. But here at halftime of the girls' game, Gering on top 25-24, as both teams are back out on the court, and we are ready for second half action. And see if Gering, with this young team, a team that only is playing with 7 players here this afternoon, can hang on to this lead and possibly pull this win out against a Class A Columbus team. And this is a team they could possibly see at the GNAC tournament that'll take place in Columbus January 2nd through the 4th. Taylor Philbrick, Chloe Freeze, Kelsey Bonsack, Macy Boggs, and Kiera Aguayo will be back on the floor to start this second half for Gering. And Gering in the home white uniforms here this afternoon with the blue letters and numbers trimmed in gold, and Columbus in the maroon road uniforms, black letters and numbers trimmed in white, as Braun, Luby, Cudron, Adams, Tulls, and Kappels will be the 5 on the floor for Columbus, as they will have the ball to start this second half action here from Gering. And Columbus will move from right to left as the inbounds comes to Luby. She'll bounce it to Braun on the left wing and get it right back. Left side pass as Gering stays in that 2-3 zone. They work it around the arc. Here's Luby with it, driving to the left side. Shot doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Philbrick, and she almost throws it away. Luckily, the official got in the way. Boggs picks it back up and continues on at the Gering offensive end. She's got it at the top of the key. Lob down low, looking inside. Pass tipped away, intended for Taylor Philbrick. And we will remain at the Gering end, as Gering working left to right here in this second half. Macy Boggs triggers the inbound. Inside the box, picks up her dribble, bounce high post. Chloe Freeze looking back outside to Macy Boggs. Once again, Freeze, high post, drives, spins to the basket, doesn't go. Bonsack rebound, put back too strong. As Adams Tulls comes down with the rebound for the Discoverers. They'll come the other way, trying to take the lead back as they kick it into the corner. And driving is Kappels underneath, and she's fouled on the shot attempt as she drove baseline. Kelsey Bonsack with the personal foul. That'll be her first, team's first. 7 minutes left, third quarter, 25-24 Gering. Kappels, first free throw toss off, no good. Kappels, a 5'7" sophomore for Columbus. They defeated the Alliance girls last night on the road up in Alliance. And Kappels ties the game at 25 with 6:57 left in the third quarter. Aguayo quickly to Boggs for a 3, ball off the left side. That's off the glass, doesn't go. Long rebound. Aguayo runs it down. Gering still at their offensive end. Boggs with it, dribbles, free throw line, kick out to Aguayo. Kiera driving, dishing. Chloe Freeze, she's got it on the left side. Skip pass, that's tipped in the air. Boggs will have to run it down and find Philbrick inside. Bonsack to the basket, doesn't go, but Kelsey draws the foul. And she'll go to the free throw line, as the foul was on Jaylee Adams Tulls. And that will be the first on her, first team on Columbus here in the second half. Bonsack's first one misses the mark. We're tied at 25 here, 6:26 left third quarter. Gering outscoring Columbus in the second quarter, 24-14. Second one on the way, Bonsack, that one won't fall in for Kelsey, and Columbus comes down with it looking to take the lead back. Luby gives it up to Braun on the right side, looked at the jumper, didn't take it. Back to Luby as they work it to the right side. Three ball on the way, too strong. Rebound tipped around. Kiara Guile picks it up, gets it ahead to Chloe Freeze on the run out. Freeze's layup is up and good. 27-25, Gering by 2, 6 minutes left, third quarter. Free throw line jumper, too strong by Kappels. Rebound put back, that comes up short for Columbus, and Gering comes down with the defensive rebound as Boggs on the bounce to Chloe Freeze inside Bonsack. Kick out, pass intercepted by Cudron on the run out to the basket. The layup goes for Addison Cudron. She's got 10. And we're tied at 27. Gering almost loses the ball in the backcourt and then over and back as Chloe went to throw the ball to Macy Boggs, and Macy had 1 foot in the front court, 1 foot in the back court. And that's over and back. As Emily Harrison checks back into the Gering lineup. First time here in the second half. Kappel's driving, cut off. Give it outside. Here's Luby with it. Luby holding. Gives it, has it out front, running the offense. High post to Kappels, and then a whistle and a foul. And the foul was on Macy Boggs, non-shooting. So Columbus will inbound. Luby to inbound at the offensive end. Gets it into Kappels, and she lays it up and in. Kappels with 5. 29-27. Columbus by 2. Gering with a chance to tie right here. Emily Harrison, they go quickly to Aguayo for the 3 ball. She's fouled on the 3-point attempt by Cudron. And for the second time in this contest, Kiara Aguayo will go to the free throw line to shoot 3 free throws. And she made 2 out of 3 the last time she was at the free throw line in this situation. First one on the way, and Kiara misses that one. Second one. That one up and good for Kiara. Her first points here in the second half. Addison Hewley into the Columbus lineup. Here comes Nikki Todd in on the Gering side. And a chance for Kiara Aguayo to tie this game up. And she does. We're tied at 29. Kiara Aguayo with 14 points in the contest. Columbus with the ball. Luby has it. Bounces high post to Kappel. Stolen away by Aguayo on the run out. Kiara to the basket. The runner with the right hand. Too strong off the glass. As Kappels loses a handle on the rebound. And the turnover will give it to Gering with 4:23 left in the third quarter. We're tied at 29. Second tie here in this third quarter. Now an official's timeout and a technical foul called on Columbus. And so the turnover by Columbus and then a technical foul on Columbus. And Kiara Aguayo at the free throw line with 4:23 left. And a chance for Kiara to break this 29-all tie. And one of the Columbus assistant coaches, the guilty party there. Kiera drains the first one. That makes it 30-29. Second one on the way. She hits them both. And Gering with a 2-point lead and the ball. Off of the technical, they were going to get the ball on the Columbus turnover, but off of the technical free throws, the team that shot them gets the ball. So Gering will have it to try and expand on this 2-point lead as they work left to right. Aguayo on the dribble out front. Left side pass to Chloe Freeze. Bounce high post to Nikki Todd. Todd looking. Now she'll have to kick it out to Freeze. Freeze, Chloe driving. Runner with the right hand up and in. Chloe Freeze with 8. 33-29. Gering with their largest advantage at 4 here with 3:56 left in the third quarter. At the Columbus end, Adams Tulls scores and is fouled on the shot. And she'll go to the free throw line. Nikki Todd committing the personal foul. There's Kelsey Bonsack back into the Gering lineup. 33-31, Gering by 2. And Adams Tulls try to convert on the traditional three-point play. Can't do so. Rebound battle for loose on the floor. And the jump ball, the possession arrow gives it to Gering. Gering leading it by 2 with 3:49 left in the third quarter. Gering looking to expand this 2-point lead. Boggs with it to Aguayo. Kiera 2 dribbles to Freeze, quickly to Bonsack on the left side. Pull-up jumper from the baseline, and Macy Boggs knocked to the floor, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. As the foul was on Jaylee Adams Tulls, she'll pick up her second, team's 5th, and Macy Boggs at the free throw line. Second one off, no good. And a correction from the scores table. The Columbus stat guy got the tee, sitting on the bench. Second one on the way by Macy. She hits 1 out of 2. Gering by 3 with 3:35 left here in the third quarter. Work it quickly inside to Kappels on the right side. She drives and scores. Logan Kappels with 7. 34-33. Gering by 1. The Gering end. Here's Aguayo to Boggs inside to Bonsack. They try to work it inside to Harrison. And the ball's knocked away. It will remain at the Gering end. Chloe Freeze will trigger the inbound. Baseline left. Underneath Gering's basket. They toss out on top to Kiera. Kiera drives, dishes. Emily Harrison off the front iron. Bonsack with the rebound. Kelsey pulls it out, gives it back to Kiera. On the dribble out front. Loses the handle. Bonsack picks up the loose ball. 2 dribbles, and it's stolen away by Cudron. Cudron off the pass from Luby. Lays it up and in. And a dozen points. And Hastings takes the lead back, 35-34 with 2:42 left. And a whistle and a foul at the Gering offensive end. And once again, Jaylee Adams Tulls, the guilty party. She's got 3. All of them have come here in this third quarter. Chloe Freeze at the free throw line. And Izaguirre checks back into the Columbus lineup. Chloe Freeze off on the first one. She can tie it right here. And that one rolls off. And Izaguirre comes down with it with 2:39 left, third quarter, 35-34, Columbus on top. Cudron with it, gives it up to Luby. Back to Cudron for a 3-ball, right side, too strong. Rebound tipped around. Columbus comes out of there with it. They'll dish down low to Hewley, who loses the handle. And it goes out of bounds, but it'll remain with Columbus. Taylor Philbrick back into the Gering lineup. Luby triggers the inbounds. They work it quickly to Hewley. She's got it, and the pass goes through her hands off the return pass from Luby. They say somebody from Gering got a hand in there, so it'll remain at the Columbus offensive end. On the toss into Luby. Right side pass, now right back to Luby. 3 ball on the way. That one up and good by Addison Cudron. She's got 15. 38-34. Columbus by 3 with 1:54 left in the third quarter. Here's Kiera Aguayo driving the runner with the right hand off the back iron. Luby comes down with it on the push up the floor. Now she'll wait for all the traffic to go by. She pounds the dribble with the left hand, takes it to the left side, and an offensive foul called at the Columbus end. And the foul was on Aguirre. That'll be the third on her. 7th team on Columbus. 38-34. Sydney Winkler into the Gering lineup. Aguayo into the front court. Finds Freeze. Check that. That is Freeze. High post. Inside to Bonsack. Kick out Aguayo. 3 ball. Front iron. And a pushing foul on Aguayo. And she will go to the free throw line once again. That's the 3rd time in this game she's been fouled on a 3-point shot attempt. And the foul was on Kappels. That's her 2nd. And Kiera hits the first one. Make it 38-35, 38-36. Kiera 17 points in the game. And she can make it a 1-point ball game with 1:21 left here in the third quarter, as she comes up just a little bit short on that one, as Columbus finally corrals the rebound. Hazlitt with it, gives it up to Luby. She'll bring it to the front of the offensive end for Columbus. Hazlitt, they kick it out. Luby driving left side, pull-up jumper baseline, partially blocked. Aguirre loses the handle on the rebound. They'll give it inside, and driving and scoring is Cudron. And she has 17 points. 40-36, 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Chloe Freeze driving the runner off the mark, but a foul on Aguirre. And if it's on her, it is. That will be her 4th personal foul. And the 9th team foul on Columbus. And Chloe Freeze at the free throw line. Double-digit points for her in the Hastings game last night, with 16 and 15 points in the win over Mitchell. Elena Badenhorst into the Columbus lineup. 40-36. Columbus on top. Freeze 2nd free throw off the front iron, as Badenhorst runs down the rebound. 43 seconds left. Luby into the front court for the Discoverers. Underhand pass to Cudron, and then Cudron gets called for palming the ball. And the turnover gives the ball to Gering with 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Gering trailing by 4. They led by 1 at halftime, 25-24. Sydney Winkler, top of the key. Inside they go to Todd. She fires a pass. It goes off the head of Philbrick. And Columbus picks up the loose ball as they come to the other end. Philbrick not ready for that pass. Is a little mustard on that one from Nikki Todd that time. And a foul as both teams came up the floor on Kiera Aguayo. She picks up her first, 4th team on the Lady Bulldogs. Columbus with the ball, leading by 4, as Luby has it out front on the dribble. Gives it up to Cudron, high post to Kappels, and a 3 ball. That's off the mark. Rebound put back. Kappels can't score it. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. 40-36. Columbus on top by 4. As Sydney Winkler commits the personal foul. And Kappels' first free throw is up and good. Kappels with 8. 41-36. Second one on the way, and Kappels 2 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line. 42-36. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. Gering won't get off a shot, and that ends the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, Columbus 42, Gering 36 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Away, and Gering comes the other way. Boggs with it, bounce high post. Bonsack, they tried to bounce baseline. Chloe Freeze, it looked like she was going to cut baseline. She wasn't there, and Columbus off the turnover. A chance to expand this 6-point lead. Left side, as Cudron looked at the 3 but didn't take it. Bounce inside as Kappels drives to the basket, can't get it to fall. Rebound, putback doesn't go by Columbus. Kappels one more time. She'll kick out for the mid-range jumper. Misses the mark, loose on the floor. Columbus comes up with it. Luby outside to Cudron. Back to Luby to Cudron on the right side. Luby remains on the dribble. Kiera Aguayo comes out to pick her up. Boys the double team. They look inside, down low. Batenhorst to the basket, misses the mark, and the rebound comes down to Chloe Freeze. Freeze on the push up the court for Gering. Now they'll slow it down, set the offense. High post, Bonsack drives off the glass, won't fall. Rebound battled for as Cudron comes down with it and comes out of the pack for Columbus. Quickly into the corner, they go inside to Batenhorst. She spins to the basket. Shot doesn't go, but she's fouled by Chloe Freeze. And she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 6-team foul on Gering. And Batenhorst at the free throw line. Elena Batenhorst, a 5'10 junior. First free throw on the way from her, off too strong, and we stay at 42-36. 5:56 left in the game. Taylor Braun into the Columbus lineup. Badenhorst's second opportunity. That one falls through. She's got 5. 43-36. 7-point lead as Freeze drives, and the shot was partially blocked, but a nice job by Freeze to continue to the basket and score it. 43-38. Driving, ball kicked out. Luby, 3-ball off the mark. Rebound comes down to Philbrick. Outlet. Macy Boggs, she's got it inside to Freeze, and they try to get it inside to Bonsack, and the ball knocked away. It'll remain at the Gering end. Here's Emily Harrison into the Gering lineup. And checking in for Columbus, it'll be Jaylee Adams-Tulls. And Kiara Guai to inbound at the Gering offensive end, baseline left. Quickly into Boggs. Boggs, kick out, Philbrick, ball fake. Back to Boggs for a 3-ball off the front iron. Cudron comes down with the rebound for Columbus. Gets it ahead to Braun, to Luby. Luby has it on the right side. Swarm, kick out, pass intercepted by Chloe Freeze on the run out. Freeze lays it up and in. 12 points. And it's a 3-point Columbus lead with 4:54 left in the game. At the Columbus end, Luby on the dribble and a timeout taken by Columbus, a 30-second timeout. And we'll keep it right here and remind you we will have our post-game show, and then we will set up the boys' game between these two teams, and we'll name our Taco John's player of the game in the girls' game, and an early candidate for that made her case known in the second quarter. We'll be sure to listen to the game today and relive it tomorrow on the podcast page at kneb.com, brought to you by First State Bank of Scotts Bluff and Gering. Coming to you also this afternoon on kneb.tv, and the kneb.tv crew getting it done with two people, Ani and TJ, here this afternoon. And hopefully you're watching us on Allo Channel 15 or Mobius Channel 1500 here this afternoon. Stay with us. We will have the boys' game following this one. Columbus out of the timeout on the inbound, leading by 3. Luby out front, high post to Kappels. They go inside. Jaylee Adams-Tulls, and she's fouled on her way to the basket. Adams-Tulls playing with 3 personal fouls, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Taylor Philbrick picks up her 7th team foul. Adams-Tulls free throw a little bit too strong. She will get a second opportunity with 4:35 left in the game. Second one on the way. That one up and good by Adams-Tulls. She's got 3. And it's a 4-point Columbus lead at the Gering end. Harrison driving, can't score it. Aguayo's rebound putback doesn't go then. Adams-Tulls fouled in the backcourt. So we'll walk to the Columbus end to shoot free throws. And the foul was on Emily Harrison. That'll be the second on her. And the 8th team foul. And the scoreboard saying first personal on Emily Harrison, so we'll go with that. And a 1-and-1 opportunity for Jaylee Adams-Tulls. First one on the way. Front end off the front iron, doesn't go. Rebound, put back, it falls for Capels, and she's fouled on the rebound putback. Logan Capels, a 5'7" sophomore. That makes it 46-40. Columbus by 6. And she can't convert on the traditional three-point play, and Gering will come the other way, trailing by 6 with 4:17 left in the game. Pass goes over the outstretched hands of Emily Harrison, and Columbus has it. Luby on the dribble out front for the Discoverers, gives it up to Braun. Gering remains in that zone. High post, they go to Kappel, and then they go down low to Adams-Tulls. And the ball knocked out of bounds as Adams-Tulls took one to the face. Kelsey Bonsack back into the Gering lineup for Taylor Philbrick, who picked up her third personal foul. Pressure by Columbus, and it's stolen away by the Discoverers. Luby with it. Luby into the paint, drives, dishes. Hewley with it. Can't do anything with it. She'll get it back to Luby, and she'll launch for a three-ball and drain it. Luby with a three. Well, check it. They say it's a 2. They'll say it's a 2 for Luby, and a 60-second timeout. 48-40, Columbus leads Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
The Mighty Three has been known to move mountains, has been seen giving wild brush and tall grass the what for, and is not afraid to level a gravel driveway and finish a surface. The cab with heat and AC is not faint of heart either. You don't have an off season. Neither do we.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
It's a new day. Opportunity is knocking. Open the door to your future in higher education at WNCC. With campuses in Alliance, Scottsbluff, and Sydney. It's for the bold chance takers. It's for the mold breakers. It's for me. From diplomas to degrees to finding your fun. Western Nebraska Community College. Spring classes start January 13th. Learn more at wncc.edu.
93.3 KMOR.
And back here at Gering High School, it's an 8-point Columbus lead with 3:34 left in the game. Gering with the ball out of the timeout. Bonsack kick out. 3 ball on the way. That's off the mark by Chloe Fries, and Columbus comes the other way. Hewley on the push, gives it up to Luby. They work it around the outside of the arc. Luby on the right side, puts it on the floor with the left hand. They work it from Braun to Luby inside. Adams-Tulls down low, and she's tied up. And the possession arrow will give the ball to Gering with 3:04 left. From Alliance, Nebraska, Hastings leading the Alliance girls 52-22. That game in the third quarter. From Alliance, Nebraska. Here's Gering with the ball. Macy Boggs into the front court. Finds Chloe Fries. Chloe drives and gets called for traveling as she went to dish it out to Kiera Aguayo. And a turnover gives it right back to Columbus as Cudron checking into the Columbus lineup. 2:51 left, 48-40. Columbus on top. Luby on the dribble. She's picked up there by Aguayo. Takes it into the paint. Dishes outside. Pull up. Cudron too strong. Chloe Fries comes down with the rebound for Gering. Takes it center court. Into the paint. To the basket. Off the glass and in. Chloe Fries with 14. 48-42. Pressure by Gering. Luby picked up by Aguayo. She gets it into the front court up the left side. Now brings it center court to the right side. Left side pass to Kappels. Holds. Finds Luby as we near the 2-minute mark in this contest. Kappels, right side outside. In the corner to Cudron. Now they work it from right to left. Back to Luby on the dribble. Aguayo has her picked up. Kappels pops out. Gets the pass. They continue to work with it. Cudron and head coach Steve Land calling for a foul with 1:44 left. A lot of time ran off the clock there. Kiera Aguayo with the personal foul. That'll be the second and the 10th team on Gering, so Columbus in the double bonus here for this final minute 44. First free throw up and good. Luby with 6 points in the game. 49-42. As the second one rolls off, rebound tipped around. Macy Boggs picks it up, comes up the near sideline, and she's fouled as she comes up the floor by Addison Hewley. And Hewley, with her second personal, will come to the Gering end of the floor as they work to the basket to our right, and Macy Boggs at the charity stripe to shoot two. Macy 3 points last night and lost to Hastings. Misses the first one. Taylor Philbrick into the Gering lineup for Emily Harrison. And checking in on the Columbus side is Taylor Braun. Columbus by 7. Second one on the way. That one off the back iron doesn't go as Adams Tulls pulls down the rebound. Luby up the court, goes behind her back. Minute 29 left, and they're trying to get the foul. And they continue to foul. It's a loose ball, and finally they call the foul as Luby knocked to the floor that time. And Kiera Aguayo picks up her third personal foul. And Gracie Luby, a 5'3" senior, at the free throw line. Gering boys team warming up in the newly renovated weight room here. That's at the one end of Gering's new gymnasium. Luby with 7. 50-42 with a minute 22 left in the game. Stay with us, we'll have the boys game immediately following this one. Second one off, no good. Braun kicks it out, and Luby will pull it back out. Minute 16 left. Gering trying to commit the foul, and finally Taylor Philbrick fouls Addison Cudron for the Columbus Discoverers, and that'll be the 10th team foul on Gering. So 2 free throws for Addison Cudron, a sophomore, and misses the first one. Cudron with 9 points in the second half. She had 8 at halftime. Second one on the way. That one finds the bottom of the net. She's got 18. 51-42, a minute 10 left in the game. Bonsack with it on the right wing, looking, gives it up to Boggs. 1 minute left in the game. Inside to Freeze. Turnaround doesn't go, but Chloe fouled. And she will go to the free throw line with 59 seconds left in the game. As the foul was on Jaylee Adams Tulls. That'll be the 4th on her, and 2 free throws for Chloe Freeze. Just a little bit short on the first one. Second one by Chloe Freeze. That one is up and good. Chloe Freeze with 15 in the game. 51-43, 55 seconds left. Ball stolen away. Pressure by Gering, and Freeze fouled on her way to the basket. And she will go right back to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. And the foul was on Gracie Luby. She picks up her first personal. Chloe is coming up short on the previous free throws. That one off the back iron. One more for Chloe Freeze here. And she drains that one. 16 points in the game. 51-44. Gering steals it away. Boggs with the jumper misses the mark. Rebound loose on the floor is Kappels, and the held ball, the possession arrow will give it to Columbus with 43 seconds left here in the contest. And a timeout taken by Columbus head coach Dave LeCarry. A full timeout. We'll take it with him. 51-44. Columbus leads Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For details or 24/7 emergency service, call them at 308-575-1403. Hinkle's Ag Repair, your local Krone, hay, and forage equipment dealer in Scottsbluff, making you a neighbor, not a number.
93.3 KMOR.
And welcome back to Gering High School as 51-44 your score. Out of the timeout, 43 seconds left as they set up full court pressure, and Columbus to inbound the ball against this full court pressure. Finally get it in to Hewley. Hewley has it knocked away, but a foul call on Macy Boggs as they come up the floor. And we'll walk to the Columbus end where Addison Hewley will shoot free throws with 40 seconds left. 1-3 Columbus, 1-4 Gering. That game coming up next as the first free throw hit by Hewley. She's got 4 in the game. Second one off, no good. Bonsack comes down with the rebound. Gering with 36 seconds left. Boggs, Chloe Freeze, pass tip. Philbrick picks it up. She'll throw up a 3 and drain it. Taylor Philbrick, 52-47, 21 seconds left, and a foul called as Hewley knocked to the floor for the Discoverers. And with 19 seconds left in the game, foul was on Macy Boggs. That'll be the 4th on her. As Hewley's first one up and good. 5 points for Addison Hewley. She drains them both. 54-47. As Gering throws the ball away at their offensive end. And with 15 seconds left, substitution on the Columbus side. Cudron back into the lineup. Full court pressure by Gering as they inbound, stolen away by Philbrick. Philbrick fouled on the shot attempt. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Missed the free throw. And the foul was on Hewley. 11 seconds left. Gering trailing by 7. Taylor Philbrick, who just hit the three, I should say, off on the first free throw. And a second one on the way from Taylor Philbrick. And Taylor drains that one. She's got 9. 54-48. Another timeout taken. And a full timeout. 54-48, Columbus on top on the West Coast scoreboard.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
Pressure set up by Gering once again. Taylor Braun looking to get it in. They finally get it in to Cudron. 8 seconds left. She takes it into the Columbus offensive end. And another timeout taken by Columbus. And we will keep it right here and remind you to stay with us for our post-game show, and we'll take a look at the final numbers brought to you by Arby's, the Meat Crafters, and we'll name our Taco John's player of the game. Well, Monument Physical Therapy can keep you in the game. They offer the Bumps and Bruises program, 1 free consultation and 1 free follow-up for all area athletes. Monument Physical Therapy in Gering and Morrill. And Melissa Float, your local American National Insurance agent, offers auto, home, life, business, and farm and ranch insurance. See Melissa Float for your insurance need. So Gering will drop to 2-4 on the year. 5.8 seconds left as the inbounds pass intercepted by Boggs. Long three as Macy, I think, thought there was less time on the clock than there was, as she took a very deep three ball, and it will be Columbus ball with 1.3 seconds left in the game. Full court pressure by Gering as they get it into Luby. She'll hold, and the buzzer sounds, and that will end it here from Gering High School. The girls' game in the books. As your final score, Columbus 54, Gering 48 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Well, look.
You're more than that. You're a Purple mattress. Who cares about a bed with numbers when I have your Purple Grid to comfort my body's pressure points? And forget memory foam. Your non-toxic, hyper-elastic polymer minimizes heat, keeping me cool and comfortable the whole night through.
If you're happy, I'm happy. But you do have up to 100 days to return me for a full refund.
And give up the best night's sleep I've had since I learned to walk? No way. You're the only one I want to come home to. Purple mattress.
You too can come home to a Purple mattress by texting TECH to 84888. Take advantage of our Purple's Bundle Up for the holiday sale and get a free premium gift bundle when you buy a mattress by texting TECH to 84888. That's keyword TECH to 84888.
See purple.com for terms and conditions.
It's time now for the Runza Postgame Show, presented by Runza Restaurants. Runza makes a great stop before or after every game. Win or lose, Runza makes it all better. Now with the Runza Postgame Show, once again, Jeff Kelly.
54-48, your final score here, as the Gering girls go to 2-4 on the season. And for Columbus, they go to 2-3. Once again, 54-48 is your final score here in the girls' game, as Columbus jumped out to a 10-0 lead in the first quarter before Gering got on the board with 1:26 left, and it was 10-1 Columbus at the end of the first quarter. But the second quarter, the big quarter for Gering, as they came back with 24 points in the second quarter. they tied it at 21 with 1:36 left in the first quarter, and then trailed 24-23, and a basket with about 4 seconds left before the end of the first half, and Gering led 25-24 at halftime as they outscored Columbus in that second quarter, 24-14. Into the third quarter, we were tied 3 times at 25, at 27, and at 29. And Gering led in the third quarter 33-31. They had it at 34-33, but with 2:40 left in the third quarter, Columbus took the lead back 35-34. They expand that lead to 38-34. And at the end of 3, Columbus led it 42-36 as they outscored Gering 18-11 in the third quarter. Down the stretch, Columbus continued to expand the lead as they made it 50-42. They led by as many as 8 in the fourth quarter, and they at one point also led 52-47 before making the final 54-48. We'll come back, look at the individual numbers in this contest by both these teams, as the post-game show is catered by Runza Restaurants, proud sponsor of Gering High School. But once again, your final score, it's Columbus 54, Gering.
Nine to 5, Monday through Friday, 115 Overland Drive, Scottsbluff. High Plains Spas and Recreation reminds you that grilling season only gets better during football season because it's tailgate party time. That means it's time for a new Green Mountain Grill from High Plains Spas and Recreation. In addition to the grills, High Plains Spas and Recreation also has all the accessories like pellets, cooking spices, rib racks, smoke shells, covers, as well as replacement parts. Yes, it's tailgating time. It's time to get your Green Mountain Grill at High Plains Spas and Recreation. Open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 115 Overland Drive, Scottsbluff.
93.3 KMOR.
And Jeff Kelly back here at Gering High School as we are in between contest and the boys game about 16 minutes away from getting underway here from Gering High School. And news update here from KNEB as Gering has fired head football coach Josh Hyatt earlier today. Gering Athletic Director Glenn Koski making that announcement. And in his 2 years here at Gering, Glenn Koski went 1-17. His lone win came this past season, 34-0 over Torrington, as Josh Hyatt went 0-9 in his first year in 2018, and they go 1-8 this season, as we said, with that lone win coming over Torrington, 34-0. Josh Hyatt will remain at Gering High School as a physical education teacher, and Gering looking for their 5th head coach in the past 10 years. Well, it's time to look at the numbers, brought to you by Arby's the Meat Crafters throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. Leading the way for Columbus this afternoon, Addison Cudron with 16 points. The only, she led the way with 16 points. Logan Kappels finished with 11 points here this afternoon. 7 points for Gracie Luby, 6 for Addison Hewley. 2 points for Ozamunda Izaguirre for the Columbus Discoverers, and 2 points for Taylor Braun for Columbus, and that is the scoring for Columbus here this afternoon. On the Gering side of the ledger, leading the way for Gering, Kiera Aguayo with 16 points, or check that, 17 points in the game. Right behind her this afternoon is Chloe Fries with 16 points. Kiera Aguayo had 12 points at halftime. All 12 of her points came in the second quarter, as we said, and that really ignited that Gering comeback in the second quarter as they had a 25-24 lead at halftime over Columbus after trailing 10-1 after the first quarter. 9 points this afternoon for Taylor Philbrick. Sydney Winkler with 1, and Macy Boggs ends the afternoon with 4 points as Gering drops their second straight game as they go to 2-4 on the year, and with the win, Columbus goes to 2-3 on the season. Their second straight win as they defeated the Alliance girls yesterday evening up in Alliance, Nebraska. So your final score is Columbus 54, Gering 48, and we'll take a break and we'll come back and name our Taco John's player of the game. Once again, your final score, Columbus 54, Gering 48.
At TCN Moore in Scottsbluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TCN Moore has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys. And we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TCN Moore on Facebook. TCN Moore, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
I just
What's so hard for you?
Actually won't play.
Say what?
This interview coming
If you want a smarter home for the holidays, the Home Depot and Google Nest can help. Right now, save $100 on the Nest Learning Thermostat and Nest Hub when you buy them together. Use the Nest Hub to adjust the thermostat from across the room at a holiday party. Even get holiday recipes, all with your voice, and right now, all for less. Get holiday savings now on Google Nest.
Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do. At Renewal by Anderson, we are a local family business. Everyone from our office and project management teams to the best installers anywhere works with our owner, Andy Stelflew, to give our clients a red carpet experience every day. We're proud to carry the best windows and patio doors for sure, but most of all, we're proud to help our clients improve their lives at home with a great investment. Contact us today. We'd be proud to earn your business. Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do.
At Kohl's, select styles 15 and 20% offers valid December 10th through 24th with promo code BIG SAVINGS. Some exclusions apply. One gift per child while supplies last. See store or kohls.com for details.
Wendy's has been showing everyone how to do fast food right for 50 years. And now they're showing them how 2 for $5s are done with Wendy's 2 for $5. It's the only one where you can get Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef and that Wendy's spicy chicken you crave. Pick 2 for $5. Choose between the juicy Dave Single, the tasty spicy chicken sandwich, 10-piece crispy, or spicy nuggets. Come in today and taste how a real 2 for $5 is done. Only at Wendy's. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
93.3 KMOR.
Jeff Kelly back with you here at Gering High School, getting ready for the boys' game, about 10 minutes away. And let's name our Taco John's player of the game for the girls' game. And the player of the game brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And no surprise, Kiera Aguayo, our Taco John's player of the game, on the girls' side as she finishes up with 17 points in the game. She had 12 at halftime, and all 12 of her first half points came in the second quarter, which really keyed the run that Gering had in that second quarter to take the lead in that content at halftime at 25-24. Let's get you set up for the boys' game between these two teams as Gering comes in with a record of 1-4. They've lost 3 straight, and they lost to Hastings last night 74-35 as Hastings jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the first quarter. and they led 12-8 at the end of the first quarter. Into the second quarter, Hastings went on a 13-0 run. Gering only scoring 2 points in the second quarter and trailed at half by 15, 25-10. In the third quarter, Hastings outscoring Gering 13-2, and they also went on a 13-0 run to start that third quarter. And at the end of three, it was a 28-point Hastings advantage as they led it 38-10. And went on to expand the lead to 42-20, outscoring Gering 24-10 in that third quarter. Hastings went on to lead by as many as 34 points in the fourth quarter as they get the 74-35 win. For Gering, Colton Evers and Caleb Gonzalez, they each scored 6 points apiece. Bryce Sherrill and Brett Pazanka with 5 points. This afternoon's opponent, Columbus, their head coach, Jimmy Moats. As Columbus comes in with a 1-2 record. Their win came over South Sioux City back on December 7th. And since that time, they lost to Beatrice 78-68. And last night up in Alliance, they lost to Alliance 51-47. And of course, Columbus, a Class A team. So it'll be 1-4 Gering against the 1-2, I should say, Columbus Discoverers. So we will take a break here and come back with more as we set up the boys game here from Gering High School, as we are in between games here, and you're listening to high school basketball from Gering High School on 93.3 KMOR and on KMORFM.com and also on KNEB.
Hey, Grandma, thanks for all the gifts.
Oh, I'm so glad you like them. I'm really sorry I couldn't make it.
Yeah, we are too.
Set timer for 15 minutes.
Mom, Dad, say hi to Grandma.
Hey,
Hi. Oh, miss you guys.
We're making your famous mashed potatoes.
Set the crock pot on high.
Wow, technology sure has changed.
Everyone, say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
When a strong, reliable network really counts, let our Allo family worry about the technology that keeps you connected.
Are you dreaming of a white Christmas? At Paul Reed Construction, they're dreaming of a big green Christmas. Register today for an extra large big green egg package, including cabinet and accessories, a $500 gift certificate from Marky's Meat Market, Wild Gear Cooler, and big green egg cornhole boards. The perfect Christmas gift for anyone on your list, or be a Grinch and keep it for yourself. Register at the Big Green Egg Store inside Paul Reed Construction, Marky's Meat Market, or listen to KOZY, KNEB, and KMOR for opportunities to register. Winner will be drawn December 20th. May all your Christmases be white and green.
93.3 KMOR.
Back at Gering High School, Jeff Kelly with you. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of this boys contest between Gering and Columbus. As looking through some other scores, a final in boys basketball as we try to get the score back up here. On the boys' side, the Hastings boys, who defeated Gering last night, defeated Alliance. In Alliance, 56-33 was the final score there. And see if we can catch up on some girls' scores here. On the girls' side, the Hastings girls defeated the Alliance girls 52-22. I should say that game in the third quarter. In the first quarter, Scotts Bluff at the tournament up in Gillette, Wyoming, taking on Rapid City Central. No score in that game. The Scottsville boys will also be taking on Rapid City Central. And not a lot of scores coming in here on a Saturday afternoon. A lot of these games will get underway later today. Sydney and Sterling on the boys' side will get underway at 4:30. Sutherland and Bridgeport will tip off at 5 o'clock. Mitchell and Hemingford, a 5:30 tip-off. Shadron and Torrington on the boys' side, that will tip off at 6 o'clock later this evening. Potter, Dixon, Paxton, that's a game that'll tip off at 7:30 this evening. Elsewhere, Mitchell and Hemingford on the girls' side at 4 o'clock tip-off, and the Torrington and Shadron girls will also tip off at 4 o'clock later this afternoon. So some of the scores from around the area as Saturday afternoon action for you here from Gering High School. As we said, Gering comes in at 1-4, and right now they are riding a 3-game losing streak as they lost to Mitchell last Saturday 77-44, and then Thursday night an exciting game, but the Gering boys drop a 1-point decision to Mitchell 56-55, and then last night against Hastings a 74-35 loss. The third time actually that Gering has given up 70 or more points. They started off the season with a 73-45 loss to Sterling, Colorado in the first game of the Western Conference Tournament. As we said, Columbus comes in at 1-2. Their lone win came against South Sioux City. That was 92-67 was the final score there. They've been on the road, as we said, in Alliance last night at Gering this afternoon. Then they will return home next Tuesday. They will take on Grand Island Northwest, and they'll follow that up with Norfolk on the 20th of December, and then they will be off until the GNAC tournament. That will be held in Columbus on their home court. That will start January 2nd and go through January 4th. One more break, and we should be about ready for the opening tip here in the boys' game, as it'll be Columbus and Gering, the final game of a 3-day homestand that started for Gering last Thursday when they lost to Mitchell by 1 point. We'll come back as you're listening to high school basketball on 93.3 KMOR and on KMORFM.com and on KNEB.TV.
On April 15, 1924, West Nebraska Methodist Episcopal Hospital, the region's first modern hospital, opened in downtown Scottsbluff. The goal was to provide the care residents needed close to home, and it's never changed. For 95 years, we've continued to provide exceptional health care for generations of families throughout our region as a community hospital, a regional referral center, and a Level 2 trauma center. Thank you for trusting your health care to Regional West Medical Center.
When we transform Nebraska corn into ethanol, it doesn't disappear from the food supply. It just takes a little detour. Ethanol is made from the starch. The rest of the corn becomes livestock feed to create meat and dairy products, corn oil, sweetener, and other food ingredients, and maybe a little carbon dioxide to make your soft drinks fizzy. Homegrown ethanol helps satisfy America's hunger for energy and the world's appetite for feed and food. Nebraska's family corn farmers, sustaining innovation.
3 KMOR.
Jeff Kelly back here at Gering High School as we're getting ready for the start of the boys' game between Columbus and Gering. And now time for our starting lineups, and they're brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. First for Columbus, they will start this way. Ernest Hausman, a 6'3 sophomore. Sam Nelson, a 5'10 senior. Landon Thompson, a 6'4 senior. Blake Ezzards, 5'9 and a senior. And Cole Wilcox, 6'1 and a senior. Gering will start this way. It'll be Caleb Gonzalez, a 5'8 senior. Bryce Sherrill, a 6'4 senior. Brett Pazanka, a 6'1 junior. Jack Franklin, a 6'1 junior. And Turner Ray, a 6'4 junior. Turner Ray leading the way, along with Bryce Sherrill, leading the way with 16 points in the loss to Hastings last night here at Gering High School. And of course, Columbus will be the road team in the maroon uniforms, with white letters and numbers, and Gering the home team with the white uniforms with the blue letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Sam Nelson being introduced along with Landon Thompson. And Blake Ezzards. And the final one being introduced, Cole Wilcox for Columbus. Maybe a little bit more of an equal matchup between Columbus and Gering. Last night, Hastings with a 6'9" man in the middle. They had some forwards that were 6'5" and 6'4", and all of them could shoot the ball. Even the big 6'9" kid for Hastings could shoot the ball from the outside. He hit a couple of threes in that win over Gering last night. Well, our opening tip brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Hausman will jump it up against Bryce Sherrill. And Sherrill sporting those bright turquoise sneakers that he started wearing this season. As Columbus will go left to right, Gering right to left to start this one off. As the tap controlled by Columbus. Ezzards on the dribble out front. Gering starts out in a 2-3 zone. Nelson with it on the right wing, out on front. Back to Ezzards, they get it into Hausman. The free throw line, he can't do anything with it. They'll kick it back inside to him. Gering in that zone, in the corner. Thompson driving, dishing from the left corner. A three ball, that's too strong for Wilcox. Columbus corrals the rebound. Down low, Hausman driving to the basket, misses as Sherrill comes down with the rebound. Outlet, Brett Pazanka as Gering moves from right to left. Jack Franklin holds it out front to Gonzalez on the weave. Ray into the right corner to Brett Pazanka. Pazanka puts it on the floor, baseline, and he's fouled by Sam Nelson. First team foul. And first on Nelson. Gonzalez triggers the inbound quickly into Pazanka. On the right side, he'll get a screen from Ray. Quickly left side, Bryce Sherrill for a three ball. Too strong. Rebound comes down to Gonzalez. Kick to Turner Ray. He can't convert off the front iron. And Columbus will come the other way. We're scoreless. 6:46 left. Three ball on the way. Misses by Ezzards. Hausman comes down with the rebound for the Discoverers. Still looking for our first points here in this one. Ezzards high post tipped away. Bryce Sherrill on the run out to the basket. He'll slam it home. Bryce Sherrill gets Gering on the board with an authoritative dunk. 2-0 Gering. Here with 6:19 left. Hausman, high post, double team. He'll go to the basket, split defenders. Shot goes, and he's fouled. Ernest Hausman ties it at 2. And the foul was on Gering's Turner Ray. First on Turner, first team on Gering. As Hausman, a 6'3 sophomore at the charity stripe. First one on the way, misses the mark as Thompson comes down with the rebound. He steps on the baseline, and Gering will have it as the Discoverers set up full court pressure here. Franklin inbounds quickly into Gonzalez. He's double teamed in the backcourt. Franklin, kick out to Ray, gets it ahead to Pazanka. Pazanka into the paint, to the basket, off the glass, doesn't go. Turner Ray, rebound, put back on the second try, gets it, and he's fouled. Turner Ray, nice work down low. Missed the first put back, got the second one, and he's fouled. And that will put Turner Ray at the free throw line. And Blake Thompson checks in for the Discoverers. As the foul was on Cole Wilcox. First on him. And Ray can't convert on the traditional three-point play. And Columbus on the rebound loses the handle. to Ray, to Cheryl. Cheryl drives baseline, reverse layup, misses the mark. Hausman comes down with the rebound for the Discoverers. Into the corner, 3 ball on the way. Ezzard's too strong. As Thompson corrals the rebound, he'll give it up to Ezzards, who drives to the basket, and a foul called. Foul was on Gering's Jack Franklin. Be his first. Second team foul on the Bulldogs. Ezzards to trigger the inbound. Looking, 5-second call on. Inbounds pass tipped into the hands of Thompson. His 3 ball comes up short. Rebound tipped out of there. And they'll say Gering touched it. It'll remain with Columbus. Triggered the inbounds. Columbus works from left to right here in this first half. As Ezzard gets a screen, pull-up jumper doesn't go. Jack Franklin comes down with the rebound for Gering. Ahead to Brett Pazanka, all alone down low. And Brett Pazanka lays it up and in. And Gering leading by 4, 6-2, 5:09 left here in the first quarter. Thompson driving right side. Reverse layup up and good for Landon Thompson. Gering quickly the way. Cheryl kicks to Pazanka, and Brett beating the defenders down the court. He's got back-to-back baskets. 8 for Gering. With a minute 4:46 left. Pass stolen away. Cheryl, he's tripped, goes to the floor. Loose ball picked up by Hausman. Still loose on the floor. Franklin gets it to Ray. And Turner gives it right back to Jack Franklin. And Gering leading by 4. 4.5 minutes left first quarter. Bryce Sherrill has it on the right wing. On the dribble, but Hausman gets a hand into the passing lane. On the run out to the basket, can't score it. Too far underneath, and then Hausman fouled by Bryce Sherrill at the Columbus offensive end. And for Bryce, that'll be his first, 3rd team foul. And checking in for Gering will be Colton Ebers. Also checking in will be Zach Wilson. On the inbounds, they lob it into Thompson, starts to drive baseline and steps on the baseline. So he went to the floor, and the turnover gives it to Gering. 8-4, they lead it by 4. 4:17 left here in the first quarter. Pressure, full court, get it into Pazanka. Brett to Caleb Gonzalez, back to Pazanka in the front court, quickly to Gonzalez down low. They find Zach Wilson, and Zach Wilson lays it up and in. 10-4, Gering by 6, and a timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. Be sure to join us for our show at halftime. We'll look at the numbers brought to you by Arby's, and you can listen to the game today, relive it tomorrow on the podcast page at kneb.com. Brought to you by First State Bank of Scottsbluff and Gering. Girls game earlier this afternoon went to Columbus. 53, the shirts are on my papers, 54-48 was the final score in that contest. And back to action out of the timeout. Ezzards brings it into the front court for Columbus. High post pass to Thompson. Now they work it to the right side to Kwapnowski, who's checked into the Columbus lineup. And driving to the basket, dishing down low as Thompson can't convert, but a rebound put back by Ian Luby is up and good, and he was fouled on the shot, and he'll go to the line for the traditional three-point play. As the foul was on, Zach Wilson picks up his first. As Luby can't convert on the three-point play as Wilson comes down with the rebound. Outlet Pazanka quickly up the floor to the free throw line to Evers. Dishes down low. Zach Wilson right there. And Zach Wilson lays it up and in. He's got 4. The Gering lead is 6 with 3:25 left in the third quarter. 15-foot jumper. Thompson can't score. Check that. Yeah, Thompson can't score it. And a held ball. The possession arrow will keep it give it to Gering as Cole Wilcox back into the Columbus Discoverers lineup here with 3:19 left. Pressure, full court. Pazanka has it picked up there by Luby. To Gonzalez down court. Zach Wilson on the dribble. He's got it left side. Ball stolen away by Thompson. Thompson to Thompson quickly up the floor. Ezzard's three-pointer doesn't go. Ebers comes down with the rebound. Loses the handle. Stolen away. Thompson driving. Layup doesn't go as he was fouled on the shot. And he will go to the line as the foul was on Colton Ebers. He'll pick up his first. Team's 5th. And Blake Thompson, a 6'1 sophomore. So Blake Thompson, and there's a Landon Thompson, who's a 6'4 senior. Both of them in the game right now for Columbus. Second one on the way, and that went up and good by Blake Thompson. He gets into the scorebook and makes it 12-7. Gering by 5 with 2:55 left. Noah Longoria into the Gering lineup. Bryce Sherrill also checks back in for the Bulldogs. Once again, full court pressure stolen away in the backcourt by Columbus. Loose on the floor and the held ball. And possession arrow gives it to Columbus. So Columbus, who's working from left to right in this first half, will inbound underneath their own basket. As the inbounds pass comes to Ezzard's 3-ball, count it. Or check that, Cole Wilcox. And a 2-point Gering lead. Gonzalez quickly up the floor. Kicks it to Ebers on the right side. Ebers out on top, Sherrill. Bryce driving, the pull-up jumper off the glass. And good, but it won't count as the offensive foul on Bryce Sherrill. And he quickly picks up his second personal foul. And the 6th foul on Gering. And a chance here for Columbus to tie this game for the first time. As driving to the basket, losing the handle is Ezzards. He gets called for traveling. And a turnover for Columbus. And Gering will have it. Trigger the inbound, they find Colton Ebers. Ebers will bring it up the floor as Porter Disco is checked into the Columbus lineup. Caleb Gonzalez on the dribble out front. Longoria on the left wing. Down in the corner, Colton Ebers. Ebers picks up his dribble in the corner. Gonzalez on the left side. He'll start a drive baseline. Tried to drive and dish, and it bounced off of a Columbus player. It'll remain at the Gering end with 1:56 left. Gering on top, 12-10. Inbounds will come from the baseline as a timeout taken as Gering having a little bit of trouble getting the ball in. And a 30-second timeout. And once again, we'll keep it right here. Well, Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit offers regularly scheduled accessible bus service serving communities in the Panhandle Monday through Friday. Reservations are required. Visit panhandletrails.com or call 761-TRIP. That's 761-8747. News earlier today that Gering head football coach Josh Hyatt has been relieved of his duties as football coach. He will remain at Gering High School as a physical education teacher. 2 years at Gering in charge of the football program. He went 1-17, and that one win came this past season, 34-0 over Torrington. As Gonzalez triggers the inbounds and finds Ebers in the paint with the runner, misses the mark. Rebound tipped around. Longoria had it for a minute, but then Columbus steals it away as Hausman drives to the basket. And his shot blocked, but a foul called. And if that's on Bryce Sherrill, that will be the third on Bryce. That'll be his third, and he'll sit down with 1:44 left in the first quarter. Ernest Hausman at the line for the Discoverers. Drains the first one. And a chance to tie it right here. Jack Franklin back into the Gering lineup for Bryce Sherrill. He'll sit down with those 3 personal fouls. Hausman, second one on the way. That one in and out, no good as Ebers comes down with the rebound for Gering. It's Gering leading it by 1. We counted down in the first quarter, 1:36. Evers on the dribble on the right side, tries to get in inside to Longoria, tipped away. Hausman with the ball to the basket, big Euro step, and a foul called as he crashes into Longoria. And the foul was on Colton Evers. He'll pick up second personal. And Hausman right back at the free throw line with 1:26 left. We'll have substitutions in for Gering at the next opportunity. As Hausman drains the first one. And we're tied at 12. Turner Ray, Brett Pazanka back into the Gering lineup. And Hausman will try and give Columbus their first lead of the game. That one's on the way, and Hausman good on that one. 13-12, Columbus by 1. Pressure by the Discoverers. Franklin gets it ahead to Pazanka up the far sideline. Gering right to left. Double team, ball stolen away by Hausman on the run out. Hausman will lay it up and in. He's got 7, and Columbus has taken a 3-point lead with 1:07 left. Pressure, Turner Ray breaks it, gets into the Gering offensive end. It's knocked away into the hands of Pazanka. Back to Franklin as Brett Pazanka has it. He's picked up there now. He'll take it baseline. The runner misses the mark. Thompson comes down with the rebound for Columbus. Down on the corner to Mickey, who's checked into the ball game. His pass intended for Thompson, tipped away into the hands of Noah Longoria, and Gering will come the other way. 36 seconds left. They trail by 3. 3-ball, Turner Ray off the side iron. Rebound run down by Caleb Mulder. 28 seconds left. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll remain at the Columbus end. Brody Mickey in the lineup. Caleb Mulder, a 6'2 sophomore, in. As soon as I say that, Mulder goes out. Landon Thompson back in for Columbus. 25 seconds left. Columbus by 3, 12-5. Blake Thompson with it. Gives it up to Cole Wilcox out by the 10-second line. Columbus looking to hold for the last shot. Wilcox with it. Hausman pops out. He's got it. 6 seconds left. 5, now 4. Hausman on the dribble looking. 1.5. 3-ball on the way. At the buzzer, it will not count by Thompson, and that ends the first quarter. At the end of 1, Columbus 15, Gering 12 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Buyers Realty has been helping people in the community find their dream home since 1994. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, our friendly staff will put in the work to help you reach the finish line. We also do property management for buildings in Scottsbluff, Gering, and beyond. You can find an extensive list of our properties by visiting our website at callbuyersrealty.com. Or you can visit our Scottsbluff offices on Avenue B, right next to Bumper to Bumper. Panhandle's best, Buyers Realty. Community strong, community proud, we have what you're looking for.
giving. Christmas is the little things, the riddle things, timeless twinkling treasures that touch the heart. This year, give jewelry at savings you'll love, up to 50% off. But that can be our little secret. It's the riddle things that make Christmas magic. Riddle's Jewelry.
Riddle's Jewelry, Monument Mall, Scottsbluff.
93.3 KMOR.
Jeff Kelly back at Gering High School as we go to second quarter action, 15-12. Gering trailing by 3. Jack Franklin, Caleb Gonzalez, Noah Longoria, Brett Pazanka, Turner Ray start this second quarter for Gering as they move from right to left. Brett Pazanka on the left side beyond the arc. Now he'll put it on the floor. Nothing doing. Kick back out to Gonzalez, and Caleb Gonzalez, who had 2 threes last night, ties the game at 15 to start this second quarter. Wilcox trying to answer back, can't do so, but on the rebound, Sam Nelson breaks the 15-all tie. Make it 17-15. Pressure by Columbus. Gering almost throws it away. They regain in their offensive end as they move right to left. Franklin directing traffic for Gering into the hands of Gonzalez. He'll drive right side, kick out Ray, 15-footer, too strong. Coming down with the rebound is Ezerts. Gets it ahead to Nelson. 3-ball on the way. Wilcox count it. Wilcox, 2 threes in the game. 20-15. Gering trailing by 5 as it was just tied at 15. Caleb Gonzalez has it stolen away from him as Luby to the basket, but he's fouled on his way to the basket by Caleb Gonzalez. So the ball will remain at the Columbus end as Caleb Gonzalez with his first personal foul, 9th foul on Gering. As we'll have a substitution on the Columbus side here in just a minute as Ian Luby, a 6'1 sophomore, at the free throw line, drains the first one. He'll get a second one. Try to make it a 7-point Columbus lead right here. Second one on the way. That one back iron, no good. And a foul called on Luby on the rebound as he tried to rebound his missed free throw. So the foul and the ball will be Gering as Caleb Mulder checks into the Columbus lineup. Pressure once again. Gering breaks it to get it ahead to Gonzalez. Tries to go behind his back, loses it for a minute, then regains. Now Caleb has it on the right side to Jack Franklin. Gonzalez on the dribble from right to left. Now center court. Give it off to Longoria. Right back to Gonzalez. Gering looking for another scoring opportunity right here. Jack Franklin has it between the circles, gets a screen, takes it right side, and we'll have a foul on Columbus's Landon Thompson as he picks up his first. Stay with us at halftime. I see Steve Land across the way. We'll probably get some comments from him. An exciting game on the girls' side. They just did not have enough in the tank, but they did have a great second quarter. On the inbounds, Pazanka in the right corner holds, bounce to Longoria. Right side outside to Turner Ray. Now quickly Jack Franklin. Franklin on the bounce in the left side as Ebers has it stripped away as bodies on the floor. Loose ball picked up by Mulder, and then Mulder fouled by Turner Ray. And so we'll walk to the Columbus end where Caleb Mulder will be at the free throw line. 10th team foul on Gering, so Columbus in the double bonus for the next 5 minutes and 48 seconds. Mulder misses the first one. Sporting bright pink sneakers for Caleb Mulder, the 6-foot sophomore. Thompson checking in. Sam Kwapnowski also into the Columbus lineup. 21-15. As Mulder short on that next one off the front iron. And Riley Goodrow comes down with it. He's into the Gering lineup. Gives it up to Longoria. Into the front court. One-hand pass to Bazanka, and Brett can't find the handle. And almost a turnover for Gering. Into the Discoverers lineup. Ernest Hausman and Ian Luby checking in. Gering will inbound at their offensive end. Bazanka to inbound. He'll bounce in the backcourt to Longoria. Longoria brings it into the offensive end. Chest pass to Jack Franklin. Franklin dribbles to the right side. Looking for Bazanka, not there. He'll go back to Longoria. Longoria driving with the right hand, and an offensive foul called on Noah Longoria. And that'll be the first on Noah. And it gives it right back to Columbus. They lead it 21-15. 5:23 left in the first half. Hausman will walk it across the 10-second line. Now gives it high post to Kwapnowski. Back to Thompson on the left side. High post, Kwapnowski, kick out Hausman. Hausman at the top of the key. Now he'll pull it out by the 10-second line. Lob entry inside to Kwapnowski. He'll take it into the paint and is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. As Sam Rushlow into the Gering lineup. And the foul was on Sam Rushlow. Will pick up his first. Sam Kwapnowski makes the first one. Kwapnowski, 6-foot sophomore. Second free throw on the way. 2 for 2 for the 6-foot sophomore. 23-15. Pressure by Gering. They get it ahead to Goodrow. Goodrow trapped on the far sideline. Stolen away, but it's loose. Finally picked up by Brett Bazanka. Bazanka on the dribble at the Gering offensive end. They go inside. Rushlow, spin move in the paint. Shot blocked into the hands of Goodrow. Riley driving and scoring. Riley Goodrow, his first 2 points of the game. 23-17. Columbus by 5. High post. Thompson at the free throw line. Kick out. Now they work it to the 3 ball. Kwapnowski drains it for 3. 26-17, and a whistle and a foul on the inbounds. And the foul on Ernest Hausman. Will be the first on Ernest. 15 foul on Columbus. As Columbus has come with pressure through the majority of this first half. Jack Franklin with it. Bounce to Longoria. Underhand pass back to Jack Franklin as he brings it up the left side. Drive, shot blocked from behind by Luby. And a blocking foul called. And it looks like the blocking foul on Landon Thompson. That will put Jack Franklin at the free throw line. Thompson committing his second personal 6-team foul. And Jack Franklin. First free throw on the way. That one misses the mark. Won't fall for Jack Thompson. Substitution on the Columbus side as Blake Ezzards back into the Discoverer lineup. And Jack Franklin looking for his second free throw, and that one is off, no good. As Ezzards comes down with the rebound for Columbus, up the floor to the basket. Scoop shot with the left hand is up and good. Ezzards makes it 28-17 Gering. Quickly up the floor. Gering has it. Bazanka loses the handle. Tipped away from him. Ezzards on the drive. loses the handle, gets it right back. Kick out Hausman, left side. Thompson driving, cut off there. Back to Hausman on the left corner. He'll start a drive, cut off by the double team. Top of the key, 3-ball. Klapnowski for 3. He's got 5. 31-17 as Columbus has blown this one open. And a timeout, a 30-second timeout taken by Columbus with action here in the second quarter. And remind you that Melissa Float, your local American National Insurance agent, offers auto, home, life, business, and farm and ranch insurance. See Melissa Float for all your insurance needs. Stay with us at halftime. We'll look at the numbers brought to you by Arby's, the Meat Crafters. And as I said, we did see girls head coach Steve Land still in the gymnasium. We'll see if he will come up and have comments as the girls, despite the fact that they lost this afternoon by a final score of 54-48. Just a sterling performance in the second quarter of that contest. Out of the timeout, Columbus with the ball. Ezzards will lob it up towards the basket, and it goes off the basket. And it'll still be Gering's ball. But now Gering will have to go the length of the court, and Columbus will set up pressure once again. Jack Franklin triggers it in, gets it into Longoria, trying to avoid the double team, then it's stolen away. Shot doesn't go for Ezzards as he gets it out to Wilcox. That's 3 too strong. And a pushing foul called, as the foul was on Caleb Mulder. So we'll walk to the Gering end, as that's the 7th team foul on Columbus. So Riley Goodrow at the line, seeing some action early in this game. Riley, a 5'10" junior, as he drains the first one. He's got 3 points as Caleb Gonzalez checks back into the Gering lineup for Brett Pizanka. Goodrow on the second free throw try. That one rattles through to make it 31-19. Goodrow with 4. 3 minutes left here in the first half. High post, Mulder kick it in the corner. Wilcox has it, bounce. Good ball movement by Columbus. Wilcox has it on the left side. Starts a drive, cut off. Give it up to Ezzards as they work it on the left, work with it on the left side. Ezzards lob pass inside Mulder to the basket. Mulder's shot doesn't go, but he was fouled. And we'll see if the foul was on Jack Franklin, and that'll be Jack's second. Zach Wilson into the Gering lineup as Caleb Mulder at the line here in this second quarter. First free throw off, no good. In addition to recapping the scoring in the first half, we'll try and update you on some other scores from around the area on a Saturday afternoon. Some games underway at this time. Some will get underway later. Mulder's second free throw comes up short. Rebound tipped into the hands of Thompson. The Discoverers still have it. Skip pass. Wilcox holds it on the dribble. They work it to Nelson. Back to Thompson on the left side. 3-ball on the way by Ezzards. He drains it. 34-19 as Columbus almost had it stolen away as the teams come up the floor. And they will give it to Gering. Ian Luby checking into the Columbus Discoverers lineup. And Gering trailing it by 15 points here with 2:12 left in the first half. They will inbound at their offensive end. Toss in comes to Longoria on the left side. Looking, trying to avoid double team, then it's stolen away, but a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to Columbus as Ezerts ties up Longoria. Checking in Kwapnowski for the Discoverers. Columbus losing to the Alliance boys last night. As Ezerts kicks it over to Thompson. His three doesn't go. Rebound put back. Luby misses the mark. But Ezerts gets the rebound. Kick out three ball, top of the key, too strong. Rebound tipped around as Luby tried to corral the rebound. And he's fouled by Zach Wilson. And that'll be the second on Zach, and that'll bring Turner Ray off the Gering bench. And Ian Luby at the free throw line with 1:44 left in the game. And Luby drains that free throw. Turner Ray back into the Gering lineup. Make it 35-19. Tayden Bell in for Columbus. And Luby good on both free throws. 36-19 Columbus, 1:39 left. Pressure, Gering breaks it. Gonzalez out of control, finds Turner Ray, and Turner Ray gets called for double dribble and another turnover for Gering with 1:32 left here in the first half. Girls game went to the Columbus girls, but a nice performance by the Gering girls. Taylen Bell inside the arc, rebound put back by Kwapnowski, doesn't go, but he's fouled. And so that'll send Kwapnowski to the line. Gering in the, or I should say Columbus in the double bonus as Hunter Walker gets ready to come into the contest here with 1:20 left in the first half. Kwapnowski's first free throw up and good. 6 points for him. 37-19 with 1:20 left in the first half. Second free throw up and good by Kwapnowski. 7 points for him. 38-19. Stolen away by Columbus. And it's knocked out of bounds. And will remain at the Columbus end as they work left to right. Kwapnowski to trigger the inbound, lob out on top. He finds Brody Mickey, back to Kwapnowski for a three ball, and bringing down the rebound is Hunter Walker. He'll give it up to Jack Franklin as Jack comes the other way with 1:10 left. Jack on the dribble right side with the left hand, tries to bounce it to Walker, and it goes out of bounds. And the turnover gives it back to Columbus with 1:03 left in the first half. Columbus with the ball. High post, Luby has it knocked away. Now it's loose on the floor, picked up by Caleb Gonzalez. Gering has it, Jack Franklin takes it into the offensive end for Gering. 43 seconds left. Walker with it. Kick out, back to Jack Franklin. Here's Gonzalez beyond the arc left side. Now he drives, dishes. Ball goes through the hands of Turner Ray. Picked up by Nelson on the run out all the way to the basket. Can't convert. And the rebound knocked around. Went off of the back of Brody Mickey. And Gering will have it with 27 seconds left here in the first half. Pressure. Get it into Longoria to Turner Ray. Gering with numbers to Hunter Walker to the basket, off the glass and in for Hunter Walker. 38-21 Columbus, 11 seconds left. Out front, Columbus with the ball. Bell has it. Bell, 4 seconds left. Kwapnowski will throw it up at the buzzer off the top of the backboard, and that'll end the first half. At halftime, Columbus 38, Gering 21 on the West Coast scoreboard.
One of the fastest growing and highest rated mattress brands in the world. We've also got no interest financing options that fit any budget. So come in today and see why Ashley Home Store is America's #1 furniture and mattress store. Ashley Home Store, 1310 West 27th Street, Scottsbluff. This is home. 93.3 KMOR.
Back at Gering High School, halftime of the boys game, Columbus on top 38-21. As girls head coach Steve Land joins us here at halftime. 54-48 the final. You lose the game, but a very positive second quarter by your team after you fell behind 10-1 at the end of the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, we had to calm them down at the end of the first quarter. I don't know what our nerves were shot or what, but, you know, we saw some good things in the first quarter. We were moving the ball. We were getting good shots. We just weren't falling. I think we were about 0 for 10 that first quarter. I think we hit a free throw to close out the quarter so we didn't get blank. But, you know, we just stayed positive and tell them to keep running our offense, keep moving the ball, get the inside out, and step up and knock them down with some confidence. And things did start rolling the second quarter. And, you know, we ended up taking a lead at halftime. And we talked about how we couldn't rest on anything. They're a good ball club. They're a very physical ball club. But I thought we matched their physicality today. I think we're beating them up as much as they were beating us up. So I think I counted 5 ice bags leave for Columbus's girls after the game. So I think our kids played hard. I think the downfall was looking at the stat sheet after the game is we shot 13 of 31 from the free throw line. So we just left way too many free throws out there for them. And had we connected on a few of them free throws, you know, it might have been a different game today. What was the outcome on the boards? It seemed like you did a better job on the rebounding this afternoon. You know, I thought we really did. We won't know the official stats, but what we had on the bench was that we got rebounded for about 5 boards. So, you know, I can live with that when we're playing against 6 foot and 6'1" girls. So if you only lose by 5, at least you have a chance to win the game. Better than 20-some that we were out-rebounded last night for. So, yeah, we didn't notice some improvement for the kids. They made it a more conscious effort to go grab rebounds, and I think everybody's got to be involved in the rebounding. We just can't make our 4 and our 5 kids on the inside rebound. You know, our 3's got to rebound, our 2's got to rebound. And, you know, I was happy with our progress overall. I thought we played well, but it's a matter of sometimes you can play well and not knock down shots either. So, you know, we just got to continue to work. We're a work in progress. We just got to be more consistent with shooting a little bit higher percentage at this time. 7 players in uniform this afternoon, but you, as we said, you really seem to stay with Columbus all throughout the game. Of course, you know, you lost a little bit of steam in that fourth quarter. Yeah, I think we did. You know, they. I just felt like we. I kept telling Coach Plummer that maybe we got to sub somewhere. But. You know, we just never could go anywhere, and I know we had some tired kids today after the third game and playing a Class A ball club. We just weren't rotating hard enough. We left a couple hands down, and they got a couple shots to fall for them, and that was the difference in the game. So, I mean, it was a close matched ball game between 2 tough-nosed teams is the way I saw it. All right, even though you lose your second straight game, a good performance by your girls in that second quarter, and you stayed with them through 3, but just the numbers not there, but you get another chance to come back on Tuesday night. Yep, the free throws we'll continue working on, and we'll come back Tuesday and get ready for Scottsbluff. All right, Steve Land joined us in our halftime
show. We appreciate him stopping by as the Gering girls go down to the Columbus girls 54-48. We'll come back, look at the scoring in this one, as at halftime it's Columbus 38, Gering 21 on the Wesco scoreboard.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes high-performance lubricants and fuel improvers. We've been helping customers improve their operations for over 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and cut out the middleman and offer excellent service and value. Our products last longer and work better so that you spend less time maintaining equipment and more time making money. Whether you're in a factory, farm, fleet, or food processing facility, Hydrotex can help you. Visit hydrotexoil.com or call 308-635-8162.
This is Jane. She thinks she's just filling her car, but she's also filling the air with cancer-causing toxic chemicals used to boost octane in gas. What doesn't burn in the engine enters the air and your lungs, even your heart and brain. Bad for everyone, especially kids. Ethanol is a natural octane booster, clean burning and non-toxic. More ethanol means less scary stuff in our gas and in the air we breathe. And that makes your choice pretty plain, Jane.
For locations near you, go to huskerfuel.com.
Columbus here at halftime, and in the first quarter it was tied once, but it ended up being 13-12, Gering trailing by 1 at the end of the first quarter. Into the second quarter, Gering tied it at 15 before Hastings went on a 6-0 run to make it 22-17. And then down the stretch in the second quarter, Columbus opening up a 31-18 lead, and they expand that to 35-19 before Gering made it 38-21 here at halftime. We'll look at the first half individual scoring here at halftime of the boys game. It's Columbus 38, Gering 21 on the Wesco scoreboard.
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
Kelly back with you here at Gering High School at halftime. Columbus on top, 38-21. And now it's time to take a look at the numbers brought to you by Arby's, the meat crafters, throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. Looking at the scoring here on the Columbus side of the ledger, nobody in double figures, but both Sam Kwapnowski and Ernest Hausman with 7 points apiece. 6 points in the first half for Cole Wilcox, 5 points for Blake Ezzards, and Ian Luby, 4 points for Blake Thompson at halftime, and 2 points each for Landon Thompson and Sam Nelson. On the Gering side of the ledger, 4 points each in the first quarter, or the first half, I should say, for Zach Wilson and Brett Pazanka, along with Riley Goodrow. 3 points in the first half for Caleb Gonzalez on a three-pointer, and Turner Ray and Hunter Walker with 2 points apiece for Gering as they trail 38-21 here at halftime. At halftime up in Gillette, Wyoming, as Scottsbluff taking on Rapid City Central. Scottsbluff leading 34-26 at halftime of the boys game. Here at Gering High School, Columbus 38, Gering 21 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Winter is upon us, and while safety is an important consideration all year long, there are some auto maintenance and safety checks that are specific to winter driving. To be sure you don't end up a road popsicle, take your vehicle to High Tech Auto and let Terry's team help you get an upper hand on Old Man Winter.
Known previously as Angela's Bridal and Boutique in downtown Scottsbluff, now tuxedos and men's formal wear by Angela's. Brought to you by Weborg 21 Center. We are excited to offer you more one-on-one customer service. Whether you need a tux for the wedding, a suit for the office, or you're just ready to step up your everyday fashion. And don't forget our second location. Angela's Boutique is now located at Bianco & Company in downtown Scottsbluff, still empowering women to look and feel their most confident. The same great boutique, now just down the street.
Here at Gering High School, Gering with the ball as the ball's loose on the floor, finally picked up and corralled by Brett Pazanka. They'll throw it out to Bryce Sherrill for a three, misses the mark. Pazanka with the rebound. Caleb Gonzalez a launch from bonus distance, that's off the mark. Set the Gering lineup for you here in just a minute. Quickly up the floor comes Columbus, and the pass stolen away by Gering into the hands of Brett Pazanka. Brett will walk it across. Gering trailing by 17. Jack Franklin top of the key to Bryce Sherrill. Sherrill step back. Now he'll drive right side. Kick out Turner Ray. That off the side iron, but Bryce Sherrill there with the rebound put back. And Bryce with 4. 38-23. Columbus with the ball moving from right to left here in this second half. Nelson with it. They bounce baseline. Hausman drives the layup. Doesn't go. Rebound putback misses the mark for Columbus, and Gering will come the other way. Caleb Gonzalez up the right side. Spin move. Kick out. Bryce Sherrill for 3. In and out. Hausman comes down with the rebound for the Discoverers. To Ezards. Down low to Thompson. He can't score, but he's fouled as Landon Thompson fouled on the shot attempt. And that'll bring Zach Wilson into the Gering lineup. And Landon Thompson with 2 points in the first half. The first one on the way off, no good, as Turner Ray commits his 3rd personal foul. And he'll come out of the Gering lineup. Zach Wilson into the lineup. Second free throw on the way, Landon Thompson. Good on both of those. He's got 3 in the game. 39-23. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Gering will inbound once again as Columbus has had full court pressure. Toss it into Gonzalez. He drives right side and lays it up and in. Caleb Gonzalez with 4. 39-25. Ball knocked away into the hands of Brett Pazanka. Brett ahead. Gonzalez 3 ball right corner. Count it. Gonzalez with 7. 27-39. 6 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Columbus with the ball as Gonzalez gets into the way of the pass intended for Thompson. Ahead, Brett Pazanka, pull-up jumper, left side for 2. And Gering has come out on fire to make it a 10-point ball game, and a timeout on the floor taken by Columbus. 5:40 left in the 3rd quarter. Columbus 39, Gering 29 on the West Coast scoreboard.
I-83 has been known to move mountains. Has been seen giving wild brush and tall grass the what for, and is not afraid to level a gravel driveway and finish a surface. The cab with heat and AC is not faint of heart either. You don't have an off-season. Neither do we.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
KMOR.
Out of the timeout, an 8-1 run by Gering to start this third quarter, and Gering trailing by 10, and Columbus with the ball out of the timeout. Ezzards on the dribble out front, takes to the free throw line, the jumper off the mark, into the hands of Jack Franklin. Jack comes out of the traffic ahead to Brett Pazanka, and Brett Pazanka lays it up and in. Columbus by 8, 5:13 left third quarter. Ezzards out front to Luby on the right side as Sherrill gets a hand in there of Wilcox for a three ball from the corner. Off no good. Kwapnowski to Luby, and Luby lays it up and in. Back to a 10-point game. Pazanka answers back with a 2 for Gering. 41-33. Bounce high post. The ball goes through the legs. Gering picks up the loose ball. Big Euro step. Sherrill into the paint, but he'll be called for the offensive foul. And for Bryce, that'll be his fourth personal. Let's double check. That is the fourth on Bryce. Second team foul on Gering. Now Kwapnowski back into the Columbus lineup for Ian Luby. And let's see, we got a stoppage in play here, as the ball will be Columbus's ball. And into the front court with it comes Ezzards. He'll take it to the left side, bounce to Thompson. Thompson right side, outside, back inside to Thompson. Can't do anything with it. He'll kick it back out to Blake Thompson. Ezzards from the left wing with a three ball. Blake Ezzards with 8 points in the game. 44-33, Columbus by 11. Franklin gets it ahead, Caleb Gonzalez. Kick out Jack Franklin for, they'll call it a 2 for Jack Franklin. His first points of the game. 44-35, 3:53 left third quarter. Blake Thompson with it. And the bounce pass down in the corner, intended for Wilcox. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay at the Columbus end as they work right to left in this second half. Wilcox triggers the inbounds to Ezzards. Back in the corner, Wilcox looks at the three, doesn't take it. Back to Ezzards, drives, kick out, three ball, Thompson count it. Blake Thompson with the three. 47-35, Gering. Zach Wilson driving, dishing to Colton Ebers, who's checked into the ball game. Ebers kick out, jumper, right side. Franklin doesn't go, but a whistle and the foul on the rebound. And the foul was on Zach Wilson. That'll be the third on Zach. Third team foul on Gering. And Ernest Hausman checked back into the Columbus lineup. Columbus in the road maroon uniforms, white letters and numbers. Gering in the home whites with blue letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Ezzards will bring it into the front court. Finds Hausman on the left wing. Gering in a 2-3 zone. Columbus works with it around the outside of the arc. Hausman has it. Bounce to the right side. Ezzards drives, looking, kick out. Hausman, three ball on the way. That's good. Hausman, his first points since the first quarter. 50-35, a 15-point Columbus lead as Gering turns it over on their trip up the floor. And we'll give it back to Columbus with 2:46 left here in the third quarter. A technical on Gering head coach Kyle Cotton. And so they will back everybody back with the exception of Blake Ezzards, the 5'9" senior. And we had a technical earlier in the girls' game on the statistician that was sitting on the Columbus bench. Ezzards, the left-hander, drains that one. He's got 9. Second one on the way. He drains them both, 52-35. Ezzards with 10, and Columbus will take possession of the ball as Thompson will inbound far sideline. Toss comes in backcourt to Ezzards. He'll bring it front court for the Discoverers. High post Hausman. Right side back to Kwapnowski, who's checked into the Columbus lineup, running the weave out front. Ezzards on the dribble drive, kick out, 3-ball partially blocked by Colton Ebers, but Columbus regains the ball. Driving is Ezzards, can't score it, in and out. Rebound comes down to Gonzalez. Outlet Jack Franklin. Gering comes up the floor with 2:14 left. Into the front court, Franklin kicks Ebers, 3-ball off the side iron. Long rebound run down by Gonzalez. In the right corner, Jack Franklin, 3-ball doesn't go. And Colton Ebers with the rebound as he's fouled on the putback. And Blake Thompson committing the foul. Non-shooting foul, so Gering will have it. Mulder into the Columbus lineup. Gering to inbound underneath their own basket. Toss out on top to Pazanka. Right back to Colton Ebers. Brett Pazanka with it. As Franklin cutting to the basket, loses the handle. Last touch to Columbus player, so it'll remain at the Gering end with 1:54 left in the third quarter, 52-35. Columbus on top. The toss out on top by the 10-second line to Brett Pazanka against Hausman. He's got it on the left side. Back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes behind his back, kicks out. Back to Pazanka inside to Franklin to the basket. Shot doesn't go, but Jack draws the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 1:38 left here in the third quarter. And the foul was on Sam Kwapnowski, his first. With Franklin at the line. He misses the first one, he'll get a second one. Jack with held scoreless in the first half. And Franklin will get a second one. He makes that one. 3 points in the game. 52-36 with 1.5 left here in the third quarter. Columbus with the ball. Check that, Thompson. They go inside. Hausman drives to the basket and scores it. Ernest Hausman with 12. And 54-36 is the ball almost thrown away by Gering, as Ezzards went after the loose ball, but it'll remain with Gering as Noel Longoria into the Bulldog lineup, as Gering will toss it backcourt. Jack Franklin will bring it into the front court as we near the 1 minute mark here in this third quarter. Franklin on the dribble to the basket. Shot doesn't go, and an offensive foul on Gering's Jack Franklin. And we'll give it back to Columbus with 1:03 left. Third personal on Jack Franklin, 5th team on Gering. Into the front court comes Ezzards. High post to Hausman. His turnaround jumper misses the mark. Turner Ray comes down with the rebound for Gering. Get it ahead to Franklin, who'll bring it to the front court for the Bulldogs, directing the offense. Turn, hands to Brett Pazanka from 17 feet. Brett's shot off the mark. Rebound stolen away, loose on the floor And the held ball, the possession arrow, will give the ball to the Columbus Discoverers. 37 seconds left in the third quarter, 54-36. Columbus on top. Landon Thompson in for Hausman on the Columbus side. And Gering on the inbound. Or check that, Columbus on the inbound. It's been a long day. Here's Thompson with it. Back to Ezerds on the left wing. 27 seconds left. High post Thompson. Thompson on the left side of the basket. Kick out. They quickly work it back to Ezerds. He holds the ball on the left wing. 17 seconds left. High post Thompson. Kick out back to Thompson. As Ezerds holds up 2 fingers. 7 seconds left. Ezerds drives to the basket and shot blocked by Turner Ray, but he'll pick up the foul. And let's look. This could be the 5th and final foul on Turner Ray. It will be number 4. I had him for 4, but he picks up his 4th as Blake Ezerds at the free throw line. Off on the first one. Sam Nelson into the Columbus lineup here. Second one on the way from the left-hander. He hits that one. 55-36 with 3 seconds left. Into Ebers, he loses the handle. Gering won't get a shot off as the buzzer sounds, and that ends the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, Columbus 55, Gering 36 on the Wesco scoreboard.
Did the extreme weather this summer do damage to your home? Call Roofing Plus today. Let Luke Shaneman and his team get your home back and family back to normal. Licensed and insured, call Roofing Plus today and Luke will get you scheduled for your free and easy inspection and see if you qualify for a new roof, siding, or gutters. The Roofing Plus team can be there in days, not months. Call Roofing Plus today, 308-440-6387.
There's a place where folks still play with fire. The common ground between backyard barbecue heroes and professional chefs. This is where friendships are forged, fire and flavor come together, and new techniques are perfected. Here in Big Green Egg Country, cooking is still treated as an art form. And since the most versatile grill you'll ever own comes with a lifetime warranty, you'll always have the ultimate cooking experience.
Visit the experts at Paul Reed Construction, your authorized Big Green Egg dealer.
Final 8 minutes here from Gering High School as Gering trailing at 55-36 as we start the fourth quarter, and Gering has the ball to start this final 8 minutes. They move from left to right in this second quarter. Bazank on the dribble, hands to Longoria, right to left. Gering running the weave out front. Franklin to Bazanka, back to Longoria on the right side. Franklin has it. Underhand toss back to Longoria. Chest pass left side, Bazanka, high post to Evers. Evers holding, trying to avoid the double team. Gering still working with the ball. Turner Ray, pull up from 15, too strong. Wilcox comes down with the rebound for Columbus as they move right to left. To Thompson, 15-footer, count it for Landon Thompson. 57-36, a 19-point Columbus lead as Ebers drives, dishes, Bazanka, 3-ball in and out. Luby comes down with the rebound for the Discoverers, and the outlet comes to Wilcox. He'll give it up to Brody Mickey, who's checked into the lineup. Errant pass picked off. Turner Ray with it ahead. Longoria on the drive. Longoria misses the layup, and the rebound tipped around. And it was last touched by Colton Evers. It'll be Columbus's ball. And Bryce Sherrill into the Gering lineup, playing with 4 personal fouls. Has not scored since the third quarter. And he went out with the 4th personal foul. Here's Thompson to Thompson on the wing. Back inside, Luby in the paint with one-hand push shot off the mark. And Gering will have it. Quickly ahead, Ebers, spin move left side, cut off. Back outside to Longoria. He'll launch from bonus distance. Off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down to Landon Thompson. Gives it up to Brody Mickey, to Wilcox for a 3-ball from the left corner, and Wilcox drains that one. He's got 9. 60-36, 6:08 left in the game as Sherrill goes to the floor. And it will remain Gering's ball as the foul was on. Number 12, Brody Mickey. And Gering will have it as Caleb Gonzalez off the Gering bench. He will check in. He'll come in for Noah Longoria. Gering will have it, trailing by 24 points. On the inbounds, triggered into Gonzalez. Evers holds it above his head on the wing, finds Franklin, work it to the left side, bounce entry inside to Turner Ray, and then Turner fouled from behind by Landon Thompson. And the ball will stay at the Gering end as Colton Evers will trigger the inbound quickly, and Turner Ray 3-ball comes up short. Rebound tipped around, picked up by Blake Thompson. Quickly ahead to Landon. Landon has it on the right side to Luby. 3-ball top of the key, in and out, doesn't go. Thompson rebound, put back. Landon Thompson, 62-36, a 10-0 Columbus run, broken right there as Bryce Sherrill drains the jump shot. Make it 62-38, 5:24 left in the game. Landon Thompson with it in the corner to Wilcox. And 3 seconds the call on Ian Luby. And the turnover gives the ball back to Gering as Tayden Bell for the Discoverers. He'll check in for Landon Thompson. Gonzalez will bring it across the 10-second line for Gering. Finds Sherrill to Jack Franklin. Franklin drives into the paint. Shot a little bit too strong. Rebound battled for loose and held ball. And the possession arrow will give it to Columbus with 4:58 left in the game. And Kwapnowski along with Nelson checking back into the Columbus lineup. And Columbus retains possession as Brody Mickey into the front court for the Discoverers. On the dribble to the right side, finds Nelson out on top to Bell. Quickly to Mickey as they work it around the outside of the arc. 3-ball on the way, too strong by Mickey. Rebound comes down to Gering. Jack Franklin with it out front, gives it up to Gonzalez, back to Bryce Sherrill. Pull up for 3, and I'll say it was a 2. A 2 for Bryce Sherrill. 62-40 with 4:14 left in the game. Bell holds it to Brody Mickey inside, and he gets called for traveling on the pass to Kwapnowski. And another turnover, and Gering will have it, trailing by 22 points. And Gering into the offensive end comes Caleb Gonzalez on the dribble. Turner Ray on the right wing has it, one dribble, back to Bryce Sherrill inside the arc. Bryce looking, he'll find Jack Franklin in the right corner. Here's Turner Ray with it, down inside, they kick it inside to Franklin. He'll toss out. Bryce Sherrill, pull-up jumper, misses the mark. And that ball will go out of bounds. It'll remain at the Gering end with 3:41 left. Mulder into the Discoverers lineup. As Evers gets ready on the toss in, out on front, Turner Ray, 3-ball right wing, too strong. Rebound tipped around, Right back to Bryce at the free throw line. Back to Gonzalez, and that'll be a 2. 42-62. Columbus by 20. And as they come up the floor, an official's timeout is coming up limping is Columbus's Tayden Bell, a 6'1 sophomore.
And for Columbus, number 11, Blake Thompson.
And that'll bring Blake Thompson off the Columbus bench to take the place of Bell. And Columbus with the ball, leading by 20. Out front, here's Thompson with it. Gives it up to Nelson. Nelson into the paint on the drive, in and out. Bryce Sherrill comes down with the rebound. Ahead to Ebers. Ebers center court, takes it to the free throw line. To Turner Ray on the right side, top of the key, Sherrill. Sherrill driving off the glass and in for Bryce Sherrill. He's got 10. 62-44, and a timeout on the floor taken by Columbus head coach Jimmy Moats. And let's see if we have a full or a 30-second timeout. No indication. And apparently no timeout there, as Hunter Hayden and Hunter Walker, along with Sam Rushlow and Riley Hoke, check into the Gering lineup. Brody Mickey to the basket on the drive, and he's fouled on his way to the basket. And the foul was on Gering's Riley Hoke. So a wholesale substitution by Gering head coach Kyle Cotton. Andrew Schuler also in for Gering. Brody Mickey at the free throw line. 62-44. Columbus leading in this one. Second one on the way. That one off, no good. Rebound run down by Hunter Walker. Hunter brings it up the floor near sideline at the 10-second line. On the dribble, tough man-to-man defense. He'll hand it to Schuler. Schuler has it knocked out of his hands. On the run out, here's Kwapnowski. His layup doesn't go. The tip by Mulder misses the mark, and a foul on the play. And the foul was on Hunter Walker. And that'll put Sam Kwapnowski at the free throw line for the Discoverers. First personal on Hunter Walker, 8th team on Gering. Kwapnowski drains the first one. He has 8. Here's Riley Goodrow into the Gering lineup. And Andrew Schuler out. Everybody in the Gering uniform has got some action here this afternoon as Kwapnowski drains it, and the lead back to 20 for Columbus with 2:18 left in the game. And a no-look pass from Riley Hoke inside to Goodrow, off the mark. And another turnover gives it back to Columbus with 2:14 left in the game. 64-44. Columbus leading it by 20. Nelson on the dribble on the left side. Looking for somebody. Now he'll find Thompson. As Thompson on the dribble. Down in the corner, Kwapnowski on the left side. Inside they go to Mulder against Rushlow. Loses the handle. Goodrow will pick up the loose ball for Gering. Quickly up the floor. We're underneath 2 minutes. Goodrow picks up his dribble, finds Rushlow. Rushlow drives right side. Shot doesn't go, but Sam draws the foul. And the 6'3 sophomore will go to the free throw line with 1:42 left in the game. Rushlow scoreless last night in the loss to Hastings, and gets into the scorebook here tonight as he drains that one. The foul was on Mulder. Second on him, 5th team on Columbus is Sam Rushlow. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 64-46 with 1:37 left in the game. Sam Nelson at the offensive end to Kwapnowski. He'll take it left side, drive to the basket, lose the handle. But they'll say Riley Goodrow got a hand in there. And that'll put Sam Kwapnowski at the free throw line. Second personal on Riley Goodrow. With 1:27 left, the left-hander drains the first one. And a chance for Columbus to keep it at a 20-point advantage, and they do right there as Kwapnowski hits them both for his 11th point of the afternoon. 1:24 left at the Gering end. Goodrow at the baseline as Rushlow goes inside to Walker. His shot doesn't go, but Walker fouled, and he'll walk to the free throw line with 1:17 left in the game. Hunter Walker with 2 points at halftime. First one on the way off, no good. Second one for Hunter Walker. So Gering will go 0 for 3 in these last 3 games. Hunter Walker hits it to make it 66-47 to near the 1 minute mark in the game. Nelson to Kwapnowski to Thompson. Thompson on the right side, pulls it out beyond the arc. Looking, he'll find Nelson. Kwapnowski left side, drives to the basket, shot doesn't go, but he'll draw the foul and go to the free throw line with 55 seconds left in the game. Or check that. Non-shooting foul, so the ball will go over to Gering. 53 seconds left. Walker into the front court, loses the handle, loose on the floor, picked up by Thompson, then Thompson fouled by Goodrow. And Riley Goodrow commits his second personal foul. Stay with us. We'll have our post-game show, name our Taco John's player of the game, and look at the final numbers brought to you by Arby's, and maybe some post-game comments from head coach Kyle Cotton. Blake Thompson at the free throw line. Drains the first one. And drains them both. 68-47. Thompson with 9. 42 seconds left. Walker hands to Goodrow. The top of the key, bounce inside. Rushlow spins, and he gave it right to Walker, and Hunter Walker lays it up and in. He's got 5. 68-49, 26 seconds left. Kwapnowski with a 3, doesn't go. And a jump ball, and the possession arrow keeps it at the Gering end with 19 seconds left. And Gering will drop their third straight game. 10 seconds left. Driving, Hunter Hayden misses the mark as Thompson tries to find the handle. He's not able to do so, and will remain at the Gering end. Hayden tries to find Rushlow, almost throws it away. Gering regains, and a 3 ball on the way, and a 3 ball for Riley Hoke to end it. And your final score, Columbus 68, Gering 52. We'll come back with the post-game show, but once again, your final score, Columbus 68, Gering 52 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do. At Renewal by Anderson, we are a local family business. Everyone from our office and project management teams to the best installers anywhere works with our owner, Andy Stelflew, to give our clients a red carpet experience every day. We're proud to carry the best windows and patio doors for sure, but most of all, we're proud to help our clients improve their lives at home with a great investment. Contact us today. We'd be proud to earn your business. Renewal by Anderson. Proud of what we do.
It's time now for the Runza Postgame Show, presented by Runza Restaurants. Runza makes a great stop before or after every game. Win or lose, Runza makes it all better. Now with the Runza Postgame Show, once again, Jeff Kelly.
And your final score here from Gering High School this afternoon, Columbus 68, Gering 52. And in the first quarter of this one, as we recap a look at the overall scoring, Gering able to tie it twice in the first quarter at 2 and at 13. And they trailed by 3 at halftime, 15-12. But Gering started right off in the second quarter to tie the game at 15 before Columbus jumped out to a 23-15 lead. Gering came back to make it 23-17, but from then on, Columbus was able to open up a lead of 35-19, and it was 38-21 at the end of 3 as Columbus outscores Gering 23-6 in the second quarter. After halftime, Columbus opened up a 10-point lead at 39-29 as they went on an 8-0 run, and at the end of 3, it was 52-36, or check that, 55-36 Columbus at the end of 3. Into the fourth quarter, Columbus opening up as much as a 20-point lead before they made the final. 68-52 was your final score here as Gering goes to 1-5 on the season. They have now dropped 4 straight games, going back to the 5th place loss in the Western Conference tournament a week ago to Mitchell. We'll come back, look at the individual scoring, but once again, your final score. It's final, Columbus over Gering, 68-52 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to Viero today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition, convenient stores in your neighborhood, friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right. Get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. Viera Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
When you're Arby's, you can do certain things like load roast beef and curly fries onto a sandwich, add horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and cheddar cheese sauce on there. Sell them 2 for $6. And when you're Arby's, you can call it the Arbinator. Because if you aren't, Arbinator is a super strange name to just invent. Arby's, we have the meats.
93.3 KMOR.
And welcome back to Gering High School. The boys game in the books, and Gering loses their 4th straight, falling to Columbus this afternoon, 68-52. Well, it's time to look at the numbers brought to you by Arby's, the meat crafters throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. Taking a look at the final scoring totals first for Columbus, as they had 3 players in double figures this afternoon, led by Ernest Hausman. He finishes with 12, as he had 7 at halftime, 5 in the second half. 11 points each for Blake Ezerts and Sam Kwapnowski. And 9 points this afternoon for Cole Wilcox and Blake Thompson. 7 points each for Landon Thompson and Ian Luby. And 2 points this afternoon for Columbus's Sam Nelson. On the Gering side of the ledger, 2 players in double figures. Brett Pazanka and Bryce Sherrill finished with 10. Bryce with only 2 points at halftime, but had foul trouble as he had 3 personals in the first quarter and sat out a lot of the first quarter and into the second quarter. But he comes back in the second half with 8 points. He finishes with 10. As we said, Brett Pazanka with 10 here this afternoon. 9 points for Caleb Gonzalez. He had 2 threes in the contest. 6 points in the second half. 5 points tonight for Hunter Walker off the bench. All of Hunter's points coming in the fourth quarter. 3 points for Riley Hoke. 2 for Turner Ray. 4 points for Zach Wilson. Jack Franklin with 3 points. 4 points for Riley Goodrow off the bench for Gering, as the Gering boys lose it 68-52. Well, this is the Runza Postgame Show, and Runza, a proud sponsor of Gering High School. Runza makes it all better. We'll continue on the postgame show, but your final score, Columbus 68, Gering 52 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
KMOR.
And welcome back to Gering High School. 68-52, the boys go down to defeat their 4th straight loss as they lose all 3 this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Lose to Mitchell on Thursday night. They come back and lose to Hastings last night, and a loss to a Class A team in Columbus here tonight. On the girls' side, they also suffered a loss this afternoon. 54-48 was the final score there. And the Gering girls, with that loss, they've dropped 2 straight. They are now 2-4 on the year. But a bright spot in that game, after scoring only 1 point in the first quarter, the Gering girls come back and outscore Columbus 24-14 in the second quarter. They lead by 1. At halftime, 25-24, but with only 7 healthy players, just not able to keep it going here this afternoon as they suffer a 54-48 loss. Well, the player of the game on the boys' side, brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And our Taco John's player of the game here this afternoon for Gering will be Caleb Gonzalez, the 5'8 senior, the transfer from Minutair. Finishes the game with 9 points as he had a couple of threes in this one, and he finishes with 9 points, 6 points in the second half as Gering goes down to defeat. 68-52 is your final score. Let's take another break. Hopefully head coach Kyle Cotton will join us here on the post-game show, but once again, your final score, 68-52. Gering drops one to Columbus on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
93.3 KMOR.
68-52, a loser for Gering here tonight, as they have lost 4 straight games, and they will be back in action. For the boys, their next action will be next Friday as Ogallala comes to town before they finish up before the holiday break, as they will travel to Chadron. And for the Gering girls, a big matchup here at Gering Tuesday night as Scotts Bluff comes to town, and Kyle Cotton making his way up here. So we will grab him quick and get some post-game comments from him as the boys go down to defeat 68-52 was your final score. And Kyle joining us here on the post-game show. Another tough one for you here this afternoon against a Class A opponent. Your thoughts after this one?
Well, like I said last night, we knew coming in they were going to have a different style than Hastings. They tried to get the ball up and down the court. I thought the first half we did an excellent job outside of a little run they had. And we got in some foul trouble early. We got to be able to adapt to the way the officiating is going on and make sure we're strong with the ball, because they came out and pressed us. And we didn't handle the pressure well. We're going to have to make sure we do that, because Ogallala is going to do the same thing next week.
How much did Bryce going out of the game with those 3 personal fouls affect your offense?
Yeah, it really hurt us. He's a big part of our offense, and when we go on runs, he's usually right in the middle of it. We thought that we could keep him in the game, but it didn't work out that way, and, it's something we can learn from. But we got to adjust and be able to compete with everyone on the floor and find a way to score, when he's out of the game.
What was your message to the team before this game, playing the Class A opponent after coming off the big loss to Hastings last night?
Well, it was just to go out and compete. This is another measuring stick for us. I feel like we're getting better. The results might not indicate that, but I feel that we're playing better each game. And today, we came out well in the first quarter, and in the third quarter, we just couldn't quite sustain it. We got to be more consistent, and that's what I told them after the game.
How is the energy on your team coming into this game, having to play Thursday, Friday, back to back to back?
Well, I think it definitely took its toll. Probably it started in the second quarter. I thought we came out fresh, but then we just started getting tired. We were trying to sub more guys in and out like we did last night, and they came in and they did a good job. But we got to make sure that the intensity level doesn't drop. Just like last night, they kind of raised their intensity a little bit, and we didn't quite match it. But, I'm really proud of where we're going. That the results aren't quite there yet, but I think we'll get there.
All right. Another tough loss for you tonight, but you get a chance to come back against Ogallala.
Yep.
All right.
You.
As Kyle Cotton joins us here on the post-game show, as Gering loses to Columbus 68-52. As they drop to 1-5 on the season. The Gering girls also a loser to the Columbus girls here tonight for their second loss in a row, and they drop to 2-4. So that'll wrap things up here from Gering High School. I'd like to thank you for listening and also watching on KNEB.TV. Great job done by Ani and TJ, the only 2 here this afternoon on the TV side. And big thanks to Sarah back at the studios as we got both these games on the air this afternoon. So, Jeff Kelly saying good evening from Gering High School. We'll talk to you next Tuesday night.